Yeah, I can't tell if it's working correctly or not. It's acting up, and like the management on my phone. Yeah, some of this is me. Like, I stopped the stream to see if it was on my end. I don't know if y'all can even hear me right now, because the stream is still acting up from my stream manager. And I don't even have visuals on my stream manager right now either. Okay, you can hear me. That's a good sign. Messing around. Okay. It looks like there's definitely visuals. There is now, anyway. Sort of? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I closed the app and came back, and now it seems to be fine? Question mark? But yeah, it's funny. I had, like, a couple different people in the chat, and then I got a text message. She was like, I think your stream just dropped. So, yeah, everyone's trying to communicate all at once. There. Okay. Yeah, everyone's just like, okay, my internet's behaving unreliably anyway. And also, it might be something totally unrelated. It's like, is this my device or is it something else entirely? I think it was Twitch. I think Twitch itself was being a butt. Okay. Okay, so we're online, so random people can hop in. What do we do now? Can we kick them out? Well, we could, but nah, it's fine. It's more fun to throw a rando in the mix. And Lee, you had remarked that you were suspicious either Kasuga or its random brother guy. Troubleshooting is 80% of your job at this point. Yeah, good to have a troubleshooter around when the Twitch feed starts acting up. The polite urge to assume you're the one with the problem. Yeah, it's, living in the tech age. It's like, okay, first step, is it my tech? Second step, is it their tech? Third step, is it something wrong with the server itself? So I think it was the server itself on this one. It's usually you. Yeah. It's, I think, like, my actual stream manager has glitched on me enough times that at first I thought it was just something goofy with my phone. Fourth step, crowdfire. I don't even know what crowdfire is. Twitch doesn't want us knowing who's got skills. Yeah, you're right. I'll just beat this rando like the rest of you. It doesn't matter to me whether it's you three here or some faceless opponent. Defeat is not a part of my vocabulary. Well, maybe it should be, dude. I shall prevail. Ugh, Ichiya, you're shouting right in my ear. Taiga, I'm all ready. Hell yeah. Racers, start your engines. Who's gonna get to ask the lady out? Let's find out now! Their background service, they crashed about 3 or 4 years ago and took out most of the airline's financial companies. Oh, I think I remember hearing about that. Yes, I got the boost at the start. Everything's coming up Ichiya. Look at these frickin' cuties. Oh, Ichiya's in the lead. Figures, since he's using the speedy character. Not bad. Spirit was the only one affected because they're Windows 3.2. Good God. It's amazing anything's still running on that system. Whoa, no joke, Ichiya's so far ahead! Eat my dust, boys. Hey, the boost I got at the start felt slower than when we practiced. Why'd that happen? Because this is a desert level. You gotta press the button sooner if you want to get a good boost. Now you tell me. Oh, don't get whiny on me. Besides, speed ain't everything in this game. That's right! Crap banana peel! Oh, these stupid items. I'm spinning out! Just you wait till it... Ha! That's why you gotta watch out for items. You're playing in the big leagues, pal. Huh? What's up, Shion? I thought I was in last place, but actually, the stranger is behind me. Take that! And that! Oh, hey, you're right. Wow, they're like super far behind. I am Nayuta playing these games. You're only slightly disappointed it wasn't a Smash analog. That would have been cute. They're definitely new. Bold of them to challenge me without any skills. Watch and learn, buddy. Ichiya has gone full-out villain. I'm going after Ichiya! Haha! I'll blaze by you before you get the chance. Nayuta, Ichiya, get ready for a beating! What's going on? I'm not going very fast. Huh? What's this weird item? I wonder what it does. Ah! Those are bombs, dude! Press that button and you can throw them either behind you or in front of you. It'll make a huge explosion. But actually hitting your enemies requires some skill. New players always suck at... Catch. Yeah! Nayuta, did you die? Bro, you totally jinxed yourself. Alright, now Nayuta's in 4th place. Oh, but I was trying so hard. Watch it, Shion. That bomb almost hit me just now. Oh, my mistake. Here. Ah! Incoming. Bro, come on. What the hell do you have against me? Oh, did I just do that? I don't know what's going on. I'm just a beginner, remember? I don't even know how to boost in the desert level. Oh, the controllers are color coordinated. That's cute. Are you seriously holding a grudge over that? Who knew this game could be so much fun, even if you're not the fastest? What's gotten into you? Looks like you're all still fighting over the bottom spot. I'll just cross the finish line and wait for you there. The road ahead is totally clear. Just gotta keep this up. Ah! I got hit! What the? I did too! And my steering's all messed up. Hey, what's with all this lightning? My cart's moving really slow now. Did they just... Don't tell me. Yep. Can't be anything else. It's thunder. What's thunder? Ugh. Only the most powerful item. Thunder blasts enemies and even destroys half the cart. That's what we're dealing with. Destroys half the cart? I don't get how something like that is in the game. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it's also a gamble to get the item. Because you gotta be in last place. So you're saying that the person who used it is the person in last place? Yeah, no doubt about it. It's... that damn rando! They're gonna zoom right past us! No, don't come any closer! Ah, they passed me! I'm dead last now! Oh, now they're right behind me. This doesn't look good. But it looks like all they can do is catch up to Shion in third place. Now they'll just... Damn it! I crashed! Thunder again? Nayuta, you're in last place now, right? Looks like you're getting your revenge. Huh? No, that wasn't me! See, I got hit by it too! Wait, so... no, that stupid rando just passed me! Damn, they saved up a thunder. That jerk's got some skill. Saving up an item like that to use it just when they're making headway. Watch out for them, they're no rookie. I didn't expect the stranger to be so sneaky. We're all gonna lose if we don't do something. Gah. I'm not giving up. He's not that far ahead of me. I can still win this. Ichiya got blasted. The rando had a bomb on them too? Sorry guys, gotta get ahead while I can. Have fun floundering back there. Yes! I'm not last anymore! Good luck, Ichiya! Bye-bye, Ichiya. I can still win. I've gotta get first place. That jerk rando got first place. Okay, well, I passed the finish now, so it looks like second place for me. I finished too. So, first is the rando, second is Taiga, Shiona's third, and I'm fourth. Which means Ichiya's the big loser. It was all going so well. But I got last. Taiga won out of all of us, right? That means he gets to ask Hibari out. Just hold your horses. That was no way to win. As someone who loves a good competition, I can't really call that a victory. Really? Then let's do it again. And this time, we'll make sure it's just the four of us. Who's here? I beg your pardon. Hey, Kasuga, someone just... Yes, it seems the cleaning crew who tidies up the first floor came on the wrong day and time. I apologize for the inconvenience, but you will need to vacate this room for the time being so they can clean. Welp, that sucks. Oh. My yawn reflex is really sensitive. I'm tired. Probably from doing all that stuff I'm not used to. I think it's time for a nap. I think I'll also go collect myself. Alright, then I think I'm gonna go for a jog. Oh, wait, what do we do about who gets to ask her out? When's our next gaming competition? Yeah, we'll figure it out. Knowing the lady, she'll still be all bent out of shape when she comes home anyway. Okie doke. I'll just have to practice a bunch for next time. So, no winners or losers after all. You were spared this time, huh, Ichiya? I will have my revenge next time. That's a promise. Right. Sure you will. Kasuga, just let me know when the cleaning's done. Understood. They're finally gone. But still, this game takes me back. Miss Hibari used to be interested in this game. We often played it together. Good thing I also ordered a console for myself when I bought this one for Mr. Isurugi. I guess I got too swept up in my feelings and unleashed the beast, so to speak. But it was certainly fun. I'm sure you felt the same way while you were watching. Right, Master Robbie? Huh? He bought his own console too? Wait, was the stranger in their game Kasuga? Now I remember. Back when we used to play. He would start slowly and hang back. Then he'd make his attack as soon as we hit the halfway point. That was definitely Kasuga. No doubt about it. It certainly appears that Kasuga has clocked that the rabbit creature is recording things. Oof. See, checking the messages. Sorry for dropping in on you at school without warning. If you don't mind, I'll happily make more packed lunches for you. I really think you deserve nothing less than the freshest, tastiest meals. Would it be okay if I delivered them? No, thank you. Ignore. What do we think? Two votes for ignore. Okay. Hibari? Hello? You're mad at me, aren't you? I'm not mad, but I can't say I appreciated what happened. I know. I won't go to your school anymore. But I really want to make you lunches. Please? I guess. Thank you. If you have any requests, just let me know. I'll make you anything. I don't have any specific requests. Gotcha. I'll live up to your expectations. I'm on board with the idea of my love for you being tested. I think it has to, like, for the sake of gameplay purposes, to acknowledge the fact that she's ignoring him, they have to, like, send some kind of thing to, I don't know, indicate what just happened there. Before I started, I had managed to get this room down to, like, just barely below 73. It was literally 72.9, and it's already 77.8 in here again. Steadily creeping back up towards 80. Unbelievable. Alright. Bistro Ichiya. Ichiya finally returns and, to make things up to me, prepares a one-night-only dream restaurant. Now, like, I already have had the AC running for ages in here. For my purposes, yes, I will accept dude as gender neutral. It depends on who you're talking to, but, like, I do not mind. But, yeah, I had the AC on for hours. Like, at least 3. And it took so long just to get it to cool off in here. Like, it's still relatively pleasant, but, oh, so tired of my skin feeling kind of sticky and itchy all the time. Getting a friggin' heat rash from all of this. The humidity is the thing that's killing me, really. Just like, there's nowhere for the sweat to dry off into. That's the part that sucks the most. Humidity seriously is a bitch. It's one of those things that I miss tremendously about California is like, yeah, it was hotter, but I could breathe. And I was not breaking out in a heat rash all summer. He still hasn't checked his messages. I sighed and slipped my phone into my pocket. I'd lost count of the number of times I'd sighed since last night. Whoops. Feeling gloomy, I mumbled to myself. You could at least reply to me. Ugh.
Good morning.
Good morning, my sweet. And what a beautiful sunny morning it is. On the subject of dudes, it depends on if you think the phrase, I don't want to fuck a bunch of dudes, is homophobic. I mean, I... Huh. Technically speaking, I don't, but I don't think it's homophobia. I don't know. I think it really is one of those things that is dependent on circumstances, right? Lee makes a bunch of valid points. Nope, it sounds like someone doesn't want to fuck a bunch of dudes. Maybe they're not in the mood. Maybe they don't do group settings. Maybe they don't like sex. Yeah, those are all a bunch of very good reasons to not want to fuck a bunch of dudes. I suppose technically it's possible to want to fuck a bunch of dudes and still be a homophobe. I have a friend who has told stories about their sex life that are just absolutely bonkers. And like one of the stories involves him and his boyfriend regularly hooking up with this third guy. And then finally they're like, "Hey, we do this a lot. Do you want to like, be like in a throuple about it?" And the guy's like, "No, no, no. I'm not actually gay." And it's like you're hooking up with two guys frequently for an extended period of time, but no, 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 you're not actually into that kind of thing. Like, okay. Okay. Wild. You just described Congress. Like, yeah, that's an awful lot of our representatives. Look, it's silly, but people get to define their own sexuality. That's true, but like, I don't know, there's a certain point where it just seems a little bit silly, I guess. Like, somebody is fundamentally in denial of reality. No, he doesn't want to be gay, but he does want to fuck dudes. Like, what? Okay. Okay. And I guess bisexual is also too much. And, like, no, we can't actually be in a relationship. It's cool if, we touch each other's junk, but feelings? Ew, that's gay. That crosses a line. It's one thing if we're just getting naked together. It's another thing entirely if we're having feelings at each other about it. That's too gay. That's unacceptably gay. That crosses the line. And I think that's also where their relationship ended. It was just like, nope, can't do the feelings here. Sorry. Just absolutely unhinged shit. Men are very peculiar about their sexuality, I think. An unmistakably schmaltzy voice rang out. I looked up, not sure I believed my ears. I hope you've had a spectacular morning so far. I knew it! Waltzing into the living room with a spring in his step was none other than the source of my recent tribulations. What on earth? Why are you... Didn't you run away? Run away? Ichiya looked at me, clearly confused. I mean, you didn't reply to my Whis message. What, you messaged me? Oh, I'm sorry, my sweet. My phone battery died and I didn't get a chance to charge it. Then where in the world have you been? Actually, could you hold that thought? I've got a rush errand to take care of. We'll talk later, okay? Still dazed, I watched Ichiya dash into the foyer and slip on his shoes. And as he stepped out the door... Just wait. I'll make tonight a night you won't forget. The door closed with an abrupt click. I stared at it as I tried to comprehend what just happened. Have you received any word from the gentleman who, slipped into the night, shall we say? Heard from him. Tsumugi was smiling pleasantly, unaware that her question prompted a vein to start throbbing in my head. Oh yes, I'd heard from him. He'd returned this morning. He waltzed in without a care in the world. I looked down at my hands and realized my clenched knuckles had gone white. Him? Who cares about him? I certainly don't. Tsumugi's smile faded into a puzzled expression when she saw my vehement reaction. Welcome home, Miss Hibari. Did you enjoy your afternoon of shopping and tea with Miss Kano? Another day of impulse buying and venting to Tsumugi. Kasuga was well aware of that too. His sarcasm-tinged smile was not lost on me. It set my teeth on edge. He walked past me, opened the trunk of the car, and observed its contents with a bright voice. My. It certainly seems like you had a fun time. I made a perfectly reasonable number of purchases. No, there was nothing reasonable about that number. I knew that better than anyone. Kasuga turned to look at me, still wearing his all-knowing smile. I found something else to look at. I'm home! I'd barely stepped inside the door when Nayuta came flying into the foyer from the living room. Oh gosh! Welcome back! You're home already? Yes? Well, you see, stuff kinda happened. Stuff? Yeah, and I was kind of really wrong, so a lot of stuff didn't actually happen, so much nothing happened that was kind of problem, and, Kasuga cut off Nayuta, who was flailing around for reasons that were not the least bit clear to me. Can we please give the miss a chance to go to her room and to change out of her uniform? Oh, right, yeah, changing is good. Changing is important. Go right ahead! Now, if you please, miss. Huh? Hey! He ate your slippers. He would. Kasuga gave me a firm push from behind, steering me up and into my rooms. What in the world got into everybody today? First it was Ichiya this morning. Nayuta's extra hyper. Sorry. Rearranging various and sundry parts of my chair. Got this lower back support thing. I think I should actually use it properly. And then he peed the rug again. Snip, snip, just saying. Yeah, puppy is puppying for sure. I changed into normal clothes and went back down to the living room, still confused. I opened the door and... Hey, babe, we were waiting for you. The fun's just about to get started. Well then, shall we begin? I look forward to having ever so much fun. Fun? What's supposed to be fun? That could work, actually. They can freeze stuff now and use it later. Like, technically speaking, like, when you get your seed frozen, he does not need to make a litter, homie. Well, technically speaking, part of the point of this entire ordeal is that she's gonna have to get pregnant someday. So, like, they kind of do need the seed at some point. But, yeah, the younger you are when, you release that seed to plant into fertile ground, the more valuable it is, the more viable it is, the better it is in general. And after I think like age 19, it begins the slow process of degradation. They've actually found that like when you're dealing with a woman whose pregnancy has become high risk, it's not because she's gotten older necessarily. It's way more connected to the age of her partner. If her partner is over the age of 35, the likelihood of a high-risk pregnancy goes up considerably. Fun fact. Degraded sperm. Jesus, what a term. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it sounds kind of bad, but, like, technically speaking, that's exactly what it is. The quality gets poorer over time. So, like... It sounds like a band name. Saw them with the Dresden Dolls back in 2005. Oh. But, yeah, so, technically, an older woman probably has the maturity and the groundedness, um, to actually care for a child, and the 19-year-old partner probably has the enthusiasm to be planting seeds in such a way that, she's definitely getting benefits out of it too. So, like, yeah. They would open for Palmer. That does sound just a little bit like it works too well. The Dresden Dolls featuring degraded sperm. Jesus. Grossing myself out. Okay, carrying on. When they use the word fun, it often meant terrifying. My 3 suitors, still smiling suspiciously, dragged me into the dining room, even as my heart began to beat like a drum. Flanked by Shion and Taiga on either side, I had nowhere to go but inside the door, behind which I found Ichiya, standing in an apron. He's wearing more than just an apron, I would like to point out, but, like, the phrasing here, like, he's always in an apron. Why would we be surprised by this, honestly? Making visual contact with Ichiya usually meant enduring the pickup lines he reflexively lobbed at me, but this time, he didn't say a word. He inhaled, then... First, let me apologize. You were right, Hibari. I was only thinking about how to please normal girls. I hadn't seen you as a person at all. What I did was just pure self-gratification, and I tried to push it all on you. I'm sorry. Ichiya gave me a formal bow and apology. I knew I had to say something, but I couldn't find any words. I was thinking about apologizing to him. It's like the translation, I guess I haven't been listening to the Japanese, so I don't know if they're catching everything, but like some of their phrasing choices, like, he didn't say a word. He started apologizing. Like, okay, he's technically saying words though, isn't he? Like, this is an entirely unpaid intern-based affair. It really gives those vibes. Like, that intern is working hard, but no one was checking the script after the fact. We stood there in silence for a few moments. Then Ichiya slowly straightened up. From now on, I want to be sure I'm looking squarely at you. Will you give me a chance to redeem myself? To redeem yourself? I had no idea how to answer that. The other 3 decided to interject as I stood frozen, at a loss for words. So yeah, from here on out, let us run this show. Huh? Come on, or come one, come all. Step inside our one-night-only super-duper cafe of dreams. Bistro Ichiya. Yay! Applause, applause. Taiga spoke that part out loud, too. This bistro was opened by Chef Ichiya, so he can provide one special young lady with precisely the meals she wishes to eat. Correct? Yep, just leave it to me. I'll make tonight the greatest feast you've ever had. Oh, great! Neato! This is super spiffy, isn't it? Huh? I suppose. I blinked, still trying to wrap my mind around the cooking show suddenly unfolding around me. Welcome, guest. What would you like to order? Order? I did not expect that question, and was left searching for words. Shion looked at me and smiled gently. This is a magical restaurant, where whatever dish you truly wish to eat will be presented to you. Don't be shy. Speak the culinary wish dwelling in your heart. No pretenses, no polite fictions. Simply what I actually wanted. Nothing more. Tsumugi said I should, too. I took a small breath, and then looked at Ichiya right in the eye. He was nervous. I could tell that much. Making up my mind, I said, I want Japanese food, please. Something completely normal. Completely ordinary. It needn't be fancy at all. Just some warm, comforting home cooking. And a generous portion of it. Nayuta, clearly waiting for his cue, promptly piped up with a cheerful smile. Order in, chef! One Japanese dinner to Hibari's liking. Roger, sit back and wait. I'll have it right up. Borger. Ichiya gave me a confident wink, then strutted over to the stove. Did he actually understand me this time? I hoped he did. Desperately. I sat politely at the table, sending frantic mental prayers to whomever was listening as I watched Ichiya. After a moment, Taiga sauntered over. Yeah, the dude's a poser, a schmuck, and a try-hard ding-dong who can't catch a clue to save his life. You know that, right, babe? But he is still giving things as much thought as he can manage. Think you could do him the favor of seeing him for who he is, just for today? Taiga gave me a crooked smile. I simply nodded in return. Japanese dinner, not to be confused with Japanese breakfast. I mean, like, technically speaking, yeah. There's a difference between dinner and breakfast. I do kind of love Taiga calling him poser. Time passed, and soon plates were carried from the stove and piled before me on the kitchen table. None of them were plated in any cute fashion. None of them were fanciful, exotic, or unusual. All of them were familiar, warm, and steaming with delicious aromas. I made the nikujaga beef stew a little on the sweet side. There's curried fish, egg custard, and stewed soybeans and seaweed. The miso soup has tofu and wakame. And last but not least, he placed a small bowl filled to the brim with hot, fluffy white rice. Go on and dig in. Thank you for the meal. Thanks for the food. Yeah, I'm guessing Coco must be busy this evening, but we miss you, Coco. I put my hands together in polite prayer, still looking at the food spread in front of me. I never expected that Ichiya, of all people, would make common comfort food like this. Feeling slightly weird about it, I hesitantly took a sip of the miso soup. It was delicious. Not only that, it tasted almost exactly like the miso soup I'd grown up on. The flavor of the broth, just the right amount of miso. I couldn't help but let a happy, nostalgic sigh. And to top it off, I had tofu and wakame seaweed, my two favorite ingredients in miso soup. The nikujaga beef stew and curried fish also tasted much like the dishes I'd loved as a child. That's quite the look of bliss, Hibari. I felt a little stab of embarrassment at Shion's words. I ducked my head and concentrated on my plate. My bliss. Next to me, both Nayuta and Taiga had already vacuumed up their first portions. Nearly in sync, they raised their empty rice bowls and said, "Seconds!" And you, Hibari? Ichiya's voice was soft, timid. I paused to think for a moment, then, "Yes, please." I held out my rice bowl, and Ichiya's eyes gleamed. He took it over to the rice cooker. When he came back, it was piled high with just a little more than the average serving. Here. Thanks. It was the first time I'd asked Ichiya for seconds. It was a dinner that made my heart as happy as my tummy. After everyone had a chance to eat their fill, Ichiya went back up to the stove. Returning to the table, he placed a small, cute dish in front of me. Oh! Little golden chestnuts swimming in plenty of sweet, sweet sauce. and over it all, a sprinkling of distinctive black sesame seeds. Oh my gosh, he didn't.
食べてみてくれないかな
Why don't you give it a try? At Ichiya's urging, I picked up the little black toothpick and speared a chestnut. I held it up for a moment and then slowly put it in my mouth. Syrup that was sweet but not cloying, the mildness of tender chestnuts, perfectly accented by the syrup's sweet kiss. I knew it. This is Sumiko's candied chestnuts recipe.
君の懐かしい味に
Is it,
なってるかな
close to the flavor you know? How? I was so moved I felt tears prickling at my eyes. Ichiya smiled and ducked his head self-consciously. I
実は大福の件で君
heard about Sumiko from Kasuga right after that whole Daifuku cake fiasco in the living room.
君は彼女の
He told me that you really enjoyed her homey way of cooking, that you were raised on it, practically.
それで
So I asked him if he could arrange for me to meet with her. I
君の
I
好きな
wanted her to teach me the recipes that you grew up loving.
それで帰ってこ
And that's why you vanished?
本当にいろいろ
I learned a lot from her, both about cooking and about you. Looking up at Ichiya's smile, I said, Option 1, why go that far? Option 2, thank you. Oh, okay, this is food you can stab. Yeah. Got one vote for option 2. Kennedy's mad that the game is making us like him. Like, he's putting in a lot of effort, I will say that. Like, the dude corrected his course. Alright, 3 voting for option 2. Thank you. Oh, we got him the magic sword.
ありがとう
Fancy fight god sword. Look at that. Thank you. The words slipped out of my mouth with an ease that surprised even me.
短い期間で
I mean,
習うのは
learning all of this from Sumiko in such a short time had to be really tough. I'd felt like I'd waited an eternity for his text last night, but I'm sure that the time flew by for him while under Sumiko's tutelage. I looked down, abashed, but he only smiled kindly. It was the least I could do. Hurting you like I did is no small sin.
でも今日喜んで
I'm glad that my efforts paid off, and I was able to make you happy today.
ありがとう
Thank you for letting me. Making me happy, he says. I'm surprised he could say that with a straight face. I had no idea what to say next, so I deliberately turned away from him. Though I wasn't looking right at him, I could still feel heat slowly rising in my cheeks.
俺は女の子を喜ばせ
I like to think I know a lot of different ways to please girls of all types,
でも今喜んで
but
ほし
right
いのは
now,
君で
the one I want to please most
俺
is
が
you.
君に喜んでもらう方法
And this was the only way I could think of that might work.
だから
I'm very,
喜んでもらえて本当によかった
very glad you liked it. I was used to seeing Ichiya's fake, cheesy smiles all the time, but this one was different. It was the most natural, happiest grin I'd ever seen. Something about it was infectious, goading me to action. I took a deep breath and...
私
Ichiya,
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry.
ちゃんと自分のことを
I put up a front, and I didn't tell you what I really wanted. Then I blew up at you for not knowing.
あそんな
What?
ひばりさんは
No.
何も悪く
You
ないさ
didn't do anything wrong at all, Hibari. It was entirely my fault for...
まあまあ
Okay, yeah, whoa, we get it. Taiga suddenly interrupted us. He was looking at me with a particularly mischievous smirk.
あじゃあ
Go on, babe. Give him a kiss and make up.
は
What? Huh? Why should I... Is he serious? I desperately tried to contain my confusion while Taiga smiled at me like it was the most natural thing ever. Come on, babe. The man went to hell and back for you. Won't hurt nothing to reward him a bit. Madam, I suppose Ichiya did make significant effort. I guess he's deserving of forgiveness. Just this once. Tonal whiplash from Taiga over here. Just like, oh good, he's interrupting to make them stop be idiots. Oh no. He's rooting for smooches. That's bad, actually. No. No, wait, really. Kiss? Like that kind of kiss? Really? They're gonna... Oh my gosh. Oh, shut up. Oh! Taiga! That hurt. Nayuta rubbed the back of his head where Taiga had audibly smacked him. You don't mind, do you, babe? Show him that you're a hip and hot woman. Taiga, please, don't push her. It's rude. You're making her uncomfortable. What, don't you want a kiss from her? Well, yes, I'd definitely like that if she was willing to share one. Ichiya trailed off, his eyes slipping over to me and then quickly snapping back. I suppose Taiga did have a point. Ichiya had done a lot for my sake. I could show a little gratitude for it. In fact, I ought to. Right now, I think I could... Okay, I'll do it. This whole fucking cast has conspired. Yeah. Probably her first kiss. I don't know. Like, do you think she practiced on Kasuga? I feel like that's a thing that happened where she's just like, Kasuga, you're not a real boy, right? Let me practice kissing on you at like an age where, of course, that was a thought in her head. Meanwhile, he's just there like, this is the best and worst moment of my life. Ichiya's eyes popped open in shock. He turned to look at me, and then froze. I said I'll give you a kiss. Now bend down, you're too tall. The flashback potential here. Or Tsumugi. Yeah, I feel like that falls into the category of pure love between young girls. They're allowed. Like, you know, they both have to get married for family reasons. Like, you know, their family traditions expect them. But, like, also, their love is true and pure and untainted by, you know, things like business or marriage arrangements. Like, there's nothing in there that compels them other than their own youthful desires. And we're not homophobes around here, so, like, I feel like Tsumugi is the secret queen of all of our hearts. Like, they're gonna get married, but they're actually gonna be most devoted to each other. It used to be a thing in all women's schools. They were practicing for their husbands. Oh yeah, definitely. You're too tall line hits. I have to do that to my husband every once in a while. Like, if he does not actually tilt his head down to face me, I can smooch his chin, maybe. If I stand on my toes. Yeah, babe, go for it! Taiga is doing this on purpose. It's not gonna be on the lips, is it? That's too much. It's just gonna be on the cheek, right? Ugh. The both of you are much too loud. All your blather is just making her more nervous. Would they all just shut up? I could blame my nerves on their chatter all I wanted, but it didn't make my heart pound any less. The closer I leaned towards Ichiya, the faster it beat, and the less my body wanted to obey my commands. Just a kiss on the cheek. It's a peck, no more. It's not like I'm going to kiss him on the lips or anything. I'm totally okay with a kiss on the cheek. Oh, and here's the barricade battle. Ihibari? My lips were only an inch from his cheek when I completely froze up. Ichiya blinked at me, confused. He said, "You don't have to force yourself." Quiet. Chickening out now would shame the Tojo family name. Oh my god, he's adorable. Woohoo! Not bad, babe. Way to go. Oh my gosh. How cute. My lips landed against something soft. At the same time, I felt a little of Ichiya's body heat. That flicker of warmth seeped from my lips to my cheeks and all the way to my hairline. The next second, I snapped back to myself, only to find that I'd already shoved Ichiya away from me. My push had made him stagger. He straightened back up and looked at me, his eyes dead serious. Silence stretched through the room. Unable to bear it for more than a few seconds, I grumbled, "Say something." Ichiya's eyes took on a faraway look. Look at this dazed boy. She didn't get accidentally shoved into his lips. Yeah, that would have been a problem. Grandpa will be ashamed of me if I don't kiss the 26-year-old. God, yeah, when you reframe it that way, it's just like, that's... Huh. Interesting. Okay. That must be what it feels like to be kissed by a marshmallow. Oh my god. Huh? Suddenly, his eyes started to twinkle. I could almost see sparkles glittering around him. I took a step back. Tender lips, breath like an angel's. I'll cherish the memory of that kiss for the rest of my life. Please, let me thank you with a hug. Ichiya held his arms wide and walked towards me. I squinched my eyes shut and shoved as hard as I could. Hibari! Even though he stumbled far enough to land on his bottom with an audible thud, his eyes still sparkled. I put my forehead in my hands and sighed. To my shock, it was still a little warm. Filmy Tomboy or J-Rod? What a username. I'm fascinated. After that day, meals at the house have been entirely ordinary dishes that you'd find on any family's table. Hibari, do you want seconds? Yes, please. This conversation had become commonplace too. Hot, steaming white rice and familiar flavors. Now that Ichiya had taken a page from Sumiko's recipe book, literally, his cooking soothed me. Here you go. Thanks. I took the refilled bowl with one hand and stabbed a chunk of stewed potato with my other hand. Is it tasty, Honey Bunch? Don't forget to chew and breathe. Ah, watching you eat my food so rapturously makes me fall for you all over again. His flaky personality hasn't changed a bit, though. I sighed inwardly, ignoring Ichiya's chatter while I focused on savoring all the familiar flavors of home. Imagine after all the build-up, this is where the game ends. Like, this game definitely has vibes of just like, oh no, hand-holding is so lewd! New whisk message. I just read the whisk message you sent when I was out. I didn't mean to make you worry. Sorry. It's okay, but stay in touch next time. Sorry, I will. Sumiko is a nice lady. She told me all kinds of stories about you. What? What did she say? That's a secret. Tell me. Do you really want to know? Just tell me. I guess I could. If you agree to go on a date with me this weekend. Hibari? Are you blushing? Hibari, I'm sorry. I got carried away. Hibari? Hello? Hibari? It was nothing important. Really. The foods and flavors you like, that's it. I liked it because I felt like I'd learned a secret about you only I knew. That's all. I'm sorry. Whatever. Good night. Thank you. Good night. Absolute torture. Alright, we have one less item on the board. Kennedy, watching you cuss out this game is kind of hilarious. Potato Salad God, I swear you're quoting something and I feel like I should recognize it and I don't. Alright, Bistro Behind the Scenes. A tasting session exclusively for guys. Ichiya admits that, thanks to the others, he was able to patch things up. Several days after Bistro Ichiya opened, serving Japanese food along with the side of reconciliation. Whenever I close my eyes, I can see how happy she looked when she took a big bite of the food I made for her. The surprise and joy on her face as I presented the candied chestnuts hit me right in the heart. But, loveliest of all, ever since that day, it felt like the two of us had grown a little closer. But I couldn't afford to rest on my laurels. Not yet. The hell, Ichiya? How many gallons of this damn stew are you gonna make? Sorry. I just can't seem to get it right. What's wrong with Nikujaga beef stew? The ginger pork and the sweet miso radish and the dried radish strips and the braised pork belly are all super yummy. Yeah, I know this is all practice for you, but this combination of dishes? I already have heartburn. Why not ask Jeeves for some antacids? I'm not eating another bite, though. You know, Taiga, your tummy complains because you don't eat proper meals regularly. You should eat more food more often. Hey, unlike you, I don't have a bottomless sewer for a stomach. Ugh. You owe me for this, Ichiya. You owe me big time. I know. Still, you're an awesome cook, Ichiya. I was really surprised you're not good at Japanese cooking. It's way easier than the fancy stuff you usually make. I never thought Nayuta would be the one to notice. How should I answer this? I can't go digging my own grave by admitting that I focused exclusively on dishes I knew I could perfect. If I worded my answer wrong, I'd set myself up for some relentless teasing. I shrugged, trying to look as natural as possible. Hey, everyone has things they're good at and things they aren't as good at. But what's that matter anyway? Forget about it and eat up. No, don't latch onto that. Just drop it. Shion stared at me, obviously doubtful. I quickly jumped into another vague explanation. Japanese cooking is pretty deep, you know. There are a lot of steps that you can't master overnight. I mean, just making dashi broth can get really... It's because it's not popular cuisine with girls. Duh. Huh? Really? Is that why you didn't learn, Ichiya? No, Nayuta. You shouldn't pour lemon juice into a wound. It leaves a nasty scar. I held back a sigh, closing my eyes. Did I talk a little too fast? Or did I over-explain while talking too quickly? How did they know? Why isn't Japanese cooking popular with ladies here? It's all the rage overseas. In Japan, it's stereotypical for a girl to try and grab a guy's heart with her home cooking, and the most popular recipe for that is nikujaga beef stew. But if the guy can cook Japanese food better than her, yeah, what girl's gonna like that? Hell, I betcha she'd be intimidated instead of impressed. Oh, I see. Shion's laugh was like a dagger to the heart. Again with the fucking typos. I tried to recover. I tried to salvage the situation. Please, don't you dare tell Hibari that. I don't know. Maybe I will. Yikes. Taiga, you're so mean. I'd watch your mouth if I were you, Nayuta. If you don't, you won't get a beef bowl tomorrow. Beef bowl? I want beef bowl. Are we having that tomorrow? Why are you getting some and not me? Wait, don't tell me. Yeah, that's right, Ichiya. Tomorrow's lunch had better be beef bowl or I'm blabbing. Ooh, I think I'd like some potatoes au gratin, thanks. Huh? Wait, we get to ask for whatever we want? Okay, I want yakisoba and omurice and croquettes and... Whoa, slow down, all of you, please! My cooking is for Hibari and Hibari alone! Oh dear, my lips feel especially loose today. You owe us, bro. Ooh, and fried shrimp, too. Sheesh. They sure knew how to blackmail a fellow. I sighed heavily. I guess I kind of have to this once. Oh well. If I'd just made some Japanese dishes to her taste, it was still possible she would have refused them. Their presence, their escorts to the dining room, everything they did to back me up, that made it work. That let me get one step closer to her. Okay, I surrender. But only on the condition that none of you let this slip to Hibari. Ever. Got it? Not ever. Okay. Hey, what's with that mumbled response? I'm serious. We understand. Are you satisfied? Yeah, chicks don't dig stubborn guys, you know. Man, I can't wait until tomorrow. I mean it. Completely secret. They're all bros, and it's about the cutest thing about this game, yes. And now Lee is on mobile because the data might be stable. Beef Bowl is like saying walk tonight, yeah. Oh, and Kennedy's power just went nuts. Yeah, I was thinking, like, you're dealing with a storm right now, aren't you? Like, I can see why you might be questioning your internet stability over there. Oh. I must say, navigating the Robbie or the intermission board is really annoying. Because it makes weird choices. Like, trying to get down to there, you'd think that the lines would indicate something about, like, oh, if I press this button here, it will take me over there. No. It does not work that way, turns out. Yeah, whoever programmed this was not bringing their best game. Okay, so we have Arimura's dream. Arimura comes to visit the house to repair Robbie. We start talking and the subject turns to our futures. So that's the tech girly. And then, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. I secretly go to meet with Kazu again. His advice is always exactly what I need. She is secretly meeting up with a boy who is not one of her potential suitors. How interesting. What do we think? Do we want Kazu or do we want Arimura? She's going to cause a scandal. She will indeed. Like, we're gonna do both of these, but, like, I figure we might as well pick. Where do we want to start, gang? Lee votes we start with the scandal because she likes her tea hot. I think we've still got Kennedy and Caniculor in here probably, so do either of you have an opinion? Alright, we've got 2 for scandal. Friday evening. The perfect time for relaxation and entertainment. Or, at least, it should have been. Hibari, where do you want to go on tomorrow's date? The aquarium or the planetarium? If you're in the mood for something else, I can adjust my plans accordingly. Ignore Ichiya, ma chérie. Why don't you join me at a beauty salon tomorrow? I'll coordinate a new look just for you. Man, you can go to those boring-ass places any day of the week. Me? I'll take her somewhere real fun. Aww, I was gonna invite her to play tennis with me tomorrow. He just wants to chase tennis balls. Will you 3 stop stealing my ideas, please? I was the first one to think up the idea of a weekend date. Hey, I didn't steal it. I was thinking about maybe asking for days and days now, honest. Yo, Ichiya, you think there's some sort of cue for this or something? We aren't in grade school anymore, you know? Come, let's leave these noisy louts behind. I know a lovely salon I've been meaning to take you to. No! I don't care about any of your plans. I'm not going anywhere with any of you. Not alone. Have I made myself understood? I was tired of the nonsense and endless tug-of-war. My foot was down. Planted, even. There. This time, I told them what I think. I smiled to myself as the four of them grew quiet. I wasn't going to let the four of them walk all over me forever.
じゃ、全員で行くか。
Okay, then. We'll all go. What?
二人じゃなきゃいいんだろ。
If you're not alone with one of us, it's fine, right? Excuse me?
少し残念だが。
I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed, but if that's what you want, Hibari, who am I to say no? We'll save our exclusive date for the next weekend. She's going on a date with the polycule.
せっかくだから、紬ちゃん
If we're all going to go, how about we invite Tsumugi as well? I'll take her to a salon she would like.
それいいですね。6人なら。
Ooh, that's a great idea. With 6 people, we can have a doubles tournament. All of them were formulating their own plans, and yet somehow all of them were in agreement. For a moment, I couldn't help but regard their driven efforts in silence, but I snapped back to myself. Tsumugi has plans for tomorrow. She cannot go. I can't go tomorrow either.
紬が無理だ。
Oh, come on. Just because Tsumugi can't come. Taiga was just starting to complain when my phone vibrated. A whist message from Kazu. Reflexively, I raised my finger to open the app, but then stopped myself. All 4 of them were lounging nearby. It was a constant struggle to protect my tiny bubble of personal space. Given the men's lack of tact, they'd almost certainly try to peek at my phone. I stood up from the sofa and stared down at them, making a forceful declaration. I don't care if it's 2 of us, 3 of us, 4 of us, or more. I am not going anywhere with any of you tomorrow. And with that, I dropped the conversation and left the living room. I hope that didn't sound too desperate or awkward. I felt a mild twinge of unease, but quickly brushed it off as I pulled out my phone. Sorry this is so sudden. If you have the time, would you care to join me at the same cafe at 2 tomorrow? I wanted to talk to him. I needed to tell him about my last bout of frustration. My fingers moved quickly, zipping across the screen. I'd be glad to. Message sent. I instantly felt a weight lift off me. Sighing, I clutched my phone to my chest.
ひばり様。
Miss Hibari? I froze. Kasuga came up to me, a suspicious look fixed on his
何
face.
かございましたか？
Is something the matter? No? I was too scared to look him in the eye. What if he found out? What if he learned our secret? Just the thought made me shudder. I can't let him find out. I was just remembering something, and it made me giggle, that's all. It's nothing. See you. Yeah, that's not suspicious. I didn't even look at Kasuga. I simply walked up the stairs to my room as quickly as I could. I need some sort of plan. I closed the door to my room and leaned back on it as I tried to think. I wanted to talk to Kazu. I wanted to vent all my frustrations to him. But to do that, I needed an excuse to leave the house without arousing any suspicion. At the moment, I could think of only 2 methods. One was simply to walk out without saying a word. I suspected that idea would not work, however. If I did leave without saying anything, it was highly likely that Kasuga would stick to me. He'd be like a new shadow, a very disapproving one. It would be even worse if the others got in on the act. My other method was to construct some kind of alibi. I could say that I was visiting with another friend, and have them cover for me if anyone asked. That idea was decidedly less risky. I just wasn't sure whom I could collaborate with on my alibi. I'd already told everyone in no uncertain terms that Tsumugi had plans tomorrow. Which means... I took a deep breath, then opened Whis. I'd like to ask your advice. Please respond when you have time. The message sent, I exhaled and let myself slide down to the floor in a slump. Who knew keeping a big secret could sap so much energy? I prepared to vent a deep sigh. That was when... A Whis text? No, it's a call! The name on the caller ID was Noah Arimura. Hello? Arimura? What do you want to talk about? Straight to the point. That was very like her. It's actually more of a request? Spit it out. I'm outside. I can't talk for long right now. There's someone I really want to see, but if I say as much, I know others will mess everything up. Can I tell them that I'm going to visit you tomorrow? Oh, for God's sake. Stream glitched again. I might be talking to myself. Oh, yeah. There. It keeps doing this thing today. I wonder if, like, the server where this is being hosted is also dealing with storm interference or something. It's like, the weather here is fine, and nothing else about my internet seems to be glitching, so I'm guessing it's on Amazon's end. Or, Twitch's. Alright, I don't know at what point y'all stopped getting messages or updates or whatever, so I guess I'll just read this over. There's someone I really want to see, but if I say as much, I know others will mess everything up. Can I tell them I'm going to visit you tomorrow? Seeing a man, huh? Caught by surprise, I could only gape into the phone. Arimura spoke up, and I heard the smirk in her voice. You're more of a player than I gave you credit for. And yeah, they definitely ruin your fun. Sure, I'll be your alibi. Really? Yeah, I'll even give you the perfect excuse. I'll only say it once, though, so pay attention. I'm off to take Robbie for maintenance, then. I'll be back later. I put on my shoes in the foyer, then turned to look at the others while hugging Robbie to my chest. Do you really gotta go to Noah's place for that? Can't you, tell her to come here? No, I can't. She's doing a detailed check and needs the tools she has at her house. I spoke firmly, making it clear my course was set. Nayuta deflated and pouted a little. You're really going to go without us? Don't worry, Nayuta. She won't be alone. I'll be accompanying her. Isn't that funny? I was planning to go too. Don't you dare! Yeah, well, just try not to get lost, okay? And don't go letting your eyes wander either. What I do is none of your business. Arimura was scheduled to pick me up today, first and foremost. It took effort, but I reined in my anger. Keeping my voice deliberately neutral, I said, I do not have enough free time to gallivant with a lot of you today. Arimura's family was kind enough to invite me to visit. It would be rude to turn them down. Yeah. We get that she's an important friend of yours. I mean, you've only got, what, one other one?
そうよ。
Yes, and? I glared, and suddenly all four of them found more interesting things to look at on the walls and ceiling. Ugh. Shutting them up takes so much energy. I was already exhausted. Fortunately, my phone pinged just then, announcing Arimura's arrival.
それじゃあ行くから。
I'm off then. I made a deliberate choice to not tell them to not follow me. Knowing them, they would probably ignore my request if they didn't just outright say they didn't believe me. Well, Arimura stood at the door of her taxi, a mischievous grin on her face.
うまくいったわ。
It worked. Thanks. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. The excuse you gave me last night was Shh. Arimura cut me off, glancing behind me. Miss Arimura, thank you very much for permitting Miss Hibari to visit your residence today. Please, this isn't much, but I hope you will enjoy it. Kasuga. Kasuga offered his respects with a pleasant smile, holding a large gift bag. Stream is freezing again. There we go. But I told you we didn't have to do anything like this. Embarrassed, I protested, but my complaint fell on deaf ears. It's only polite to offer a hostess a gift when one friend visits another. I hope it is to your liking. We'll be sure to treat her with all due courtesy during her stay. We'll see her home at a proper hour, too. They'll bring me back, too? Arimura caught my eye, her expression warning me to go along with what she was saying. That's right. They kindly offered to drive me back here, too. You don't have to worry. I'm in good hands. Oh, shoot. I'll see you later this evening. Have a pleasant day, miss. I got into the taxi, and it slowly pulled out. Watching Kasuga grow smaller and smaller through the window, I breathed a sigh of relief. The taxi pulled up in front of the cafe, and I got out. I peered back through the window at Arimura. Animura? It's Animura here! Robbie sat on her lap, its ears flapping up and down in pleasure. Be good, Robbie. And thank you, Arimura. I really appreciate this. I was going out shopping anyway. Didn't mind giving you a ride. So, is it a man? You see, it's, Arimura studied me dispassionately while I tripped over my own tongue. Whatever. Just make sure you cover your tracks. Oh, and if you really are going to see a guy, be especially careful. Kazu doesn't seem like the kind of person who would try anything funny, though. I should be fine. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just look at you. You're way more prone to mischief than anyone would give you credit for at first glance. Arimura knew about mischief. I couldn't refute her. I nodded and quietly accepted her advice. I'll come back here when it's time. See you. I watched the taxi drive off and then ducked into the cafe. I discreetly looked across the room, but I didn't see Kazu anywhere. The server showed me to a table. I sat and quietly looked around the room again. I hadn't noticed before, but even the minor decorations here are in excellent taste. Why, that little statue there is very cute. I turned to look and saw Kazu standing there, a bright smile on his face. Arimura knew about mischief reads way harder than a dating sim game should read. Did I startle you? Not really, no. I'm sorry I didn't notice you. So, you like cute things like that? Kazu asked me that as he sat. I thought for a moment and then nodded. I know they don't suit me at all, though. Yeah, I thought as much. They're very you. Oh, have you ordered yet? Cute things... very me? No one had ever told me that before. Thinking about it, that was probably the first time I'd ever admitted to someone that I liked cute things. Hibari? Kazu's curious glance snapped me back to reality. I haven't ordered yet, no. Oh, okay. What are you thinking of? Maybe go all out and get this one? Wow, that's tall. Here you go, sir, miss. 1 strawberry and blueberry pancake stack, and 1 chocolate lava pancake stack with vanilla and matcha ice cream and whipped cream. That does sound absolutely amazing. The pancakes were like miniature chocolate lava cakes, each one boosting the other's height. Altogether, they formed a stack that looked like a chiseled mountain. Far from intimidated by the pile, Kazu grabbed his fork and stabbed the hill with gusto. You have a robot rabbit and a home of 5 men, and you never admitted it. What are you talking about? She kind of does like cute stuff, huh? Lee wants 2 bites of that. Kennedy offers to eat the rest. Lee accepts. Yeah, like, that sounds amazing. I think I would start to feel sugar sick so freaking fast. Like, oh. I'd probably still try to eat all of it, but, like, it wouldn't be good for me. I would probably regret my life choices. A bit of his enthusiasm rubbed off on me. I took up my fork and cut out a generous bite. The fluffy, chewy pancake. The sweet tartness of fresh strawberries and blueberries. The lightly sweet and airy whipped cream. After just 1 bite, I could feel my heart healing. So good. Right? They really put a smile on your face. I didn't know I said that out loud. I froze in embarrassment. I'm sorry. Huh? Why apologize? There's nothing wrong with expressing how you feel. At least, I don't think so. It's important to be yourself. So would I, but I'm a good friend and hate food waste. I'll have what she's having. Indeed. Indeed. It's a pure Harry, When Harry Met Sally moment, too. I guess, like, I, too, am also not a big fan of food waste. I will keep leftovers far too long. Just out of this desperate certainty that I'm going to finish whatever it is. But, yeah. I think I'd eat the ice cream and probably save the rest for later and, like, get a take-home box, because, like, the ice cream's not gonna keep, but everything else might. Did I read this? Why apologize? There's nothing wrong with expressing how you feel. At least I don't think so. It's important to be yourself. Kazu smiled. I couldn't bring myself to say anything. You know, what if this is Kasuga in disguise? Have we seen this guy without his sunglasses on? What's doggy bag culture like in Japan? I honestly have no idea. Like, his name is Kazu, and the butler is Kasuga. Like, maybe that's what's happening here. Is, like, he's trying to find a way to actually go hang out with her. That's, like... The hair is a tough call because Kasuga usually has it over his face. So, like, obviously this has to be a wig. I was on him being Tsumugi's brother because, like, Tsumugi had just left, so it's like, oh, well, clearly this must be, like, her brother that she sicked on him. But now it's occurring to me, like, oh, what if it is the butler after all? Like, he's trying to help her in a context where, like... I don't know. I might just be reaching. Wouldn't she have recognized his voice? Maybe? Yeah, she's a little bit dumb, so, like, maybe if he disguised his voice or just, like, didn't talk formally to her, she just completely would miss that, like, oh, this person does not use polite language and therefore could never in 1,000 years possibly be Kasuga. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching after all. I'm just like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? Why is he suddenly relevant? I need to know. But we're gonna play the game and find out, aren't we? Around him, it was so difficult to focus on holding up appearances. My inner self always seemed to escape. Oh, potato salad god. It did not end. What happened is there's this thing where Twitch keeps glitching and, like, the stream will randomly disconnect and then reconnect, and it's not my internet that's doing it. Like, my internet has been completely fine. Just for some reason it occasionally quits itself out. And it's done it twice already. Around him, it was so difficult to focus on holding up appearances. My inner self always seems to escape. So, how have they been lately? My hand stopped cutting another bite of pancake. The worst. The absolute worst. Do you want to talk about it? The cheesy and overbearing one was... Ah, Mr. Tryhard Bachelor. I nodded. After messaging each other on Whis a few times, we settled on nicknames for my 4 suitors. We settled on nicknames for my 4 suitors that we used just between ourselves. Mr. Tryhard Bachelor, Mr. I'm So Cool, Mr. Flake, and the puppy. Nayuta is universally the puppy. Like, there is no other option. I kind of appreciate, like, they've got the very polite Mr. I'm So Cool, but I'm pretty sure that's bully. Yeah, that is exactly what we did, isn't it? And instead of Mr. Flake, we went for Frenchie. See, the game is actually being less racist than we are. I thought they were rather apt names, personally. Mr. Tryhard Bachelor has started to come to my school to pick me up after class. He'll loiter around the front gate, even when people are staring at him. Everyone is just like, this man should not be anywhere near a school building. 300 yards, sir. Step away from the gates. He had no idea how the attention mortified me. If you're okay with getting a ride home, why not put some conditions on it? Like, tell him if you'll accept if he waits where people won't see him or something. That was an idea. If I told him not to come at all, I could see him only getting more stubborn about it. What about Mr. I'm So Cool? Ugh, he's got the least tact of any of them by a large margin. Every single day, he deliberately says insulting things to rub me the wrong way. Like telling me I'm childish, or that I've gained weight, or that my chest is too flat. Kazu saw my hands ball into fists and smiled wryly. Yeah, I can see how that might bug a young lady of your age. Though, if it was me, I'd probably laugh and blow him off. What, you care about that? And so on. Oh, I got it. Taiga acted like he was making digs at things he knew bothered me, when in fact, they were the things that bothered him. Catching up on chat real quick. Hey, we did that. Same thing. The police have a sniper light on him. And yet y'all let her fall in love with him. Sir, you also voted in those polls, and you voted in line with him getting the anime sword. So... Oh, he's so cute when he's blushing. He is cute when he's blushing, but, like, I'm also older than he is, so I'm allowed to think he's cute when he's blushing. And, like, honestly, it is kind of funny that he's so easily embarrassed by a teenage girl, so... And Lee just says, I have never claimed to be a good influence. I'm so sure that Taiga isn't concerned with his chest being flat. Like, if anything, like, yeah, he's clearly into tatas, but, like, would not be surprised if he's only doing it to bother her, but if he actually had them in his face, he would probably be a gibbering mess, so... If I just laughed him off the next time he tried, that might take the wind out of his sails. Mr. Flake, I simply can't talk to him. At all. No matter what we talk about, it's all so empty. Superficial. It's... I couldn't find the words to describe what he was like. He was just a difficult person to read. It's hard when you can't talk and get your feelings across to another person, yeah. If he won't come down to earth, maybe you should just not talk to him. Not talk at all? Well, more like talk through your actions instead. If your words don't get through, then don't use them. Try expressing yourself through what you do. Pink hair, overly masculine, compensation? You be the judge. That's, I could see that potentially being an egg in need of cracking. Not like we don't know any eggs that cracked and then continued to hang out in garages. He's a cloud. Sometimes you can see through him. Sometimes you can't see the hand in front of your face. Like punching him, that'll express something. Exactly. That will definitely get a point across. You're always going to come across people who just won't try to understand you after all. I guess he has problems of his own, too. That thought made me feel a little better. How about the puppy? Hearing about him is always a hoot. Running around like a wild thing, as usual. He'll spot me from what seems like 100 yards away and bolt straight up to me. Then he'll pepper me with questions, asking me if I want anything or if he can do anything for me. Since he acts like a puppy, try training him like one. And tell him that he has to be good until you specifically ask him for something. Kazu's advice was so perfect, it was impressive. At the same time, it only highlighted just how pathetic those four were. It's so odd. The four of them are adults, just like you are, and yet they're so different. What in the world was causing the difference? I'm not personally involved, so it's that much easier for me to listen and think about it impartially. That's all there is to it, really. I would never hear anything that humble from any of them. Not if I lived for another century. I sighed heavily as depression descended on me. Kazu noticed, chuckled, and spoke up. Though, listening to you talk about them, Hibari, I have to say, I detect you're a little more fond of them than you may probably realize. Before you said you didn't like them at all. Is that still the case? They need better punctuation in here too, let me just say. Before, comma, you said that you didn't like them at all. Is that still the case? Kazu's question was gentle, but I still couldn't help but look away. Did I like them? Or hate them? I think I didn't hate them. At least I could say I didn't dislike them as much as I did directly after our first meeting. Then, could I have feelings for them as boyfriends? I'd thought about that so many times, over and over, and the answer was always the same. I don't know. Can I take that to mean that you don't know if what you feel is romantic love for a potential partner, or simply platonic affection for a friend? If I'm being honest, I don't think I've made it even that far yet. Ah, so you're still thinking about whether or not you can even see them as a potential romantic partners, but you haven't found an answer yet. Well, yes. I paused for a moment, fighting down a wave of bashfulness. I gathered my courage and said, I don't have any experience with dating or romance. Kazu simply nodded, quietly encouraging me to continue. That's why I'm not quite sure what love is. I'm not even sure I'll be able to identify it if I ever do feel it. I tried asking my friends about it, but they weren't able to help. In fact, they asked me if my suitors were even serious about me. I couldn't answer. They're actively courting you, right? Yes, but I can't tell if they mean it. We haven't known each other long, and I haven't given them too many reasons to like me, honestly. No, I hadn't given them many reasons at all. I wanna know what love is. Getting started on this bullshit now. I want you to show me. I'm gonna make an AMV to this game. Is it still an AMV if it's not really an anime? I couldn't believe that they actually liked me that much. I saw no reason why they would. After all, when I was with them, I was often mad or frustrated to tears. All those emotions I thought I'd safely buried in the bottom of my heart welled up before I could stop them. Who could ever fall in love with someone as unstable as me? I fell silent, my thoughts swirling in my head. Kazu watched me, a gentle smile crossing his face. Let me guess. You're wondering why anyone would ever love you, right? I swallowed. Did he have telepathy or something? It was as if he'd read my mind. This is further evidence, I think, that this might actually be Kasuga in disguise, because, like, he knows her very well, so he can probably read her mind. She might also just be way more expressive than she realizes, and, like, all of her thoughts exist on her face. Maybe it's Grandpa in disguise. Man, if Grandpa looks that good, like, shit. Can I have Grandpa? Maybe I am into older men. From where I'm sitting, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they were genuinely head over heels for you. Why? I looked at him in honest curiosity. He grimaced. You're attractive, Hibari. Trust me. You're earnest, you're honest. Oops, whoa. You're charming, and most notably, you're gorgeous. Kazu's gentle teasing compliments made the heat rise in my cheeks. I puffed my cheeks out in a pout, trying to hide the blush. Kazu laughed. Yeah, Lee's with me. If Grandpa looks like that, I'm in. Sorry. I couldn't help but tease. Still, I mean it when I say you're attractive, Hibari. Because honestly, you are. And as they say, love is blind. Falling for someone doesn't have to make sense. There's nothing odd about them being genuinely in love with you. Falling for someone effortlessly. Or having someone fall for you just because. Were such things possible? Here, let me ask you something. If one or all of them seriously did love you, would you be happy about that? What if they told me they loved me and meant it? No ulterior motives, no strings attached. They just love me for who I am. Hibari, I love you. That's all I can say, really. There are no other words. It's all that I feel for you. Overwhelmingly so. I love you. Like, for real. Go out with me? I love you. Truly, I do. You've enthralled me so. I don't know what to do with myself. Will you make me yours? I love you, Hibari. I love you a whole lot. Nobody in the world loves you as much as I do. My face flushed hot in an instant, and I felt dizzy. No. No. I was so embarrassed I couldn't help but groan out loud. Do you hate the idea of them loving you that much? No, it's not that I hate it, per se. It's just that I feel like I'd go insane, I suppose. I don't think I'd be able to keep my composure. My cheeks burned even hotter, and I looked down. Ah, I gotcha. I think I have an idea why you have trouble viewing them in a romantic light now. I think, Hibari, that you don't fully trust any of them yet. You're putting so much effort into observing them to see if they're trustworthy, but you're corking up your feeling of attachment in the process. Or so I think. Now that he mentioned it, that rang true. None of them were terrible people by any stretch. But I couldn't say they didn't have ulterior motives. First rule of variable barricade. And on the off chance I did marry one of them, there was no guarantee they could adequately perform their duties. Trusting them would be difficult. If that is actually the case, it's probably wise not to make any definite moves until you have some measure of faith in them. Huh? From everything you've told me, they don't seem like bad people. But I've not met them personally. There's more than one person out there who sounds great when you talk to them, but are kind of rotten underneath. So, until you feel like you can honestly trust them, I'd hold back and play it safe, okay? I nodded emphatically.
はい。
Okay, I think that's the wisest idea. Good. That's probably for the best. Kazu smiled, then glanced down at his watch. Wow, is that the time? Your friend should be coming to pick you up soon. Kazu started to stand. I straightened my posture and bowed formally in my seat.
あの、今日は
Thank you very much for today.
いつもありがとうござい
No,
ます。
not just for today. For everything. No problem. I'm glad that I can be a help to you. I'm always happy to lend an ear, or meet up with you for a good venting session.
あの、
Um,
どうして。
why are you doing all this for me? Apparently, my question caught Kazu by surprise. He grimaced and scratched his cheek. Uh-oh. Have I, made you suspicious of me?
違うんです。
No, it's not that. It's just that you've been so very kind to me.
というか。
I'm honestly curious. My hurried attempt to explain myself caused Kazu to chuckle. I was only kidding. When I help you, it makes me feel like I'm watching out for a flighty little sister. I can't turn away, if that makes sense.
そんなに。
Do I really seem that flighty? Yeah, so much so, I can't leave you be. When I say you can talk to me at any time, I mean it, okay? Kazu smiled and tilted his head. Catching up on chat. Y'all are funny. I wouldn't be surprised if, under those sunglasses, he'd just winked at me. I paused a moment, wondering why I thought that. Then the answer came to me.
今の仕草。
That wink. That's exactly the kind of move Mr. Tryhard Boyfriend would do. What? Oh, really? I'm not sure what I think about that.
あ、すみません。
Oh, I'm sorry. I kid. Come on, it's time to go. Both of us smiled wryly at each other, then we gathered our things and left the cafe. He promised to message me via Wiz again, too. Arimura was punctual, showing up exactly on time. The drive home started with her teasing me mercilessly, asking how my date went. And then, she admitted she was surprised at how refreshed I looked. I wanted to tell her all about Kazu, but I made an effort to hold back. We'd promised each other that it would stay secret.
Hi, Rabi. 軽くメンテしといた。
Here's Robbie. I did a little light maintenance on it.
ありがとう。あの、
Thanks. Would you like to come in?
ごめん、帰る。
No, sorry. I'm leaving now. Bye. Arimura quickly raised her hand in a wave. The taxi took that as a signal and drove away. She's as standoffish as always. What would it be like to sit and have tea together with Arimura? Or go shopping together? Would we ever grow close enough as friends for that? I sighed and reached out to open the front door. I just touched the knob when...
お帰りなさいませ、ひばり様。
Welcome home, Miss Hibari. The door opened from the inside, revealing a smiling Kasuga.
有村様がご一緒なのでは。
Is Miss Arimura not with you?
彼女はもう帰ったの。
No, she went home already. She dropped me off in front of the house, but declined to come in. I smiled for him. I'll be fine. Just act naturally.
ひばり様。
Miss Hibari. Kasuga's voice carried a frosty note of warning. I seized up.
お付き合いされるご友人は、どうぞ慎重にお選びください。
I'm sure I needn't tell you this, but I implore you to please choose your friends with the utmost care and consideration. I swallowed hard, forcing myself to smile at him as naturally as possible.
有村さんのこと？
Do you mean Arimura? I'm aware her looks can give the wrong impression, but she's really a kind person. Kasuga simply smiled in return, saying nothing, but the look in his eye broadcasted his thoughts loud and clear. He already knew everything. Don't tell me he knows where I went. No, he couldn't. My thoughts spun as he swept open the door in front of me. Please come in, miss. And please, do not forget to wash your hands. Right. I clumsily removed my shoes while trying to smother a heavy sigh. I'd always told everything to Kasuga. Until today. I couldn't tell him about Kazu. Right now, I desperately need someone I can go to for advice. I went straight to my room and tucked my secret in the deepest crevices of my heart. He's the perfect boyfriend, I get it. He's got all the good qualities of all of them. He's a little bit of a tease, he's a little cheesy, he's a little cultured, and he's loyal. He was cloned to be the perfect boyfriend from all of them. Kennedy is still on the clone theory. He just thinks Arimoto's a hoe. Lee has just redeemed the stretch break. I am going to take a little stretch break. I haven't put on a take a drink of water thing, but I haven't really needed to because I am actually really good at staying hydrated, so. Alright. I'm standing up. I'm gonna do the stretch. Oh my god. How I'm tangled in cords here. Oh, my ankle. Oofda. Alright, I don't know if y'all can still hear me. I think you can hear me at least somewhat, because I've got the gain up fairly high. But, like, I can still see you typing in the chat if you feel like doing so while I do this. Oh my god. I got so stiff. I sat too still. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. I mean, there was definitely a pop, so, like, I'm pretty sure you couldn't have heard it, but if you did, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think we've made Death Note jokes about Naruto yet. Is that where it's supposed to be proximity? Like, Kennedy, yes, we speak typo, but like, come on, man. Propinquity. I've never heard propinquity. And I feel like proximity is the far more obvious word to use. Gonna be right back. Okay. Let the horrid thing grind for a couple minutes. I don't think it's done much to drop the temperature, but at least the air in here is a little cooler. Shit, I took off my glasses at some point and now it's kind of dark. I should actually turn on a light, come to think of it. Oof. The thing where you get into child's pose and then you twist, well, not twist, you reach to the one side and then to the other side to kind of stretch out the ribs, and I managed to stretch to the right and I felt something between the ribs pop? Question mark? It wasn't quite a popping sensation, but it was just like there was a feeling of something shifting over there, and it felt a teeny tiny bit like getting stabbed. So that was cool. It was not a clunk. It was like a, like, I don't know. That one felt like a soft tissue doing something weird, more so than like a rib, but I don't know, it might have just been like a muscle that had gotten too locked up, finally unlocked. Do we? A Kasuga? I don't know. Kasuga takes an unexpected day off. I run into him in town, looking like another person. Now here's an interesting prospect. So we've got that, and then we've got the Arumura's dream, or we could start in on Nayuta. You wish we were an hour apart, you want to poke it. Yeah. Every now and then, I wish I lived closer. Because I miss having friends in person. We can definitely start in on Nayuta. Like, we've got his board here, but before we start that, do we want to do this? Looks like we've got 2 votes for tea. You good with this? All right. One day, after dinner, I went back to my room to do my homework. After a while, I put down my pen and stretched my arms out. Phew, nearly done. Just a few more to go. Miss Hibari, pardon the interruption. I brought you some tea. How about taking a short break? Thank you. Perfect timing. I was just starting to feel tired. Kasuga smiled and gently placed the tea on my desk. It smells divine. Is this apple tea? Yes, it also has orange peel and blackberry blended in. I've heard it is effective at relieving fatigue. It's delicious. I felt refreshed and smiled. Kasuga nodded with satisfaction before speaking. By the way, Miss Hibari, your schedule for tomorrow. Do I have something planned? No, you don't, but tomorrow is the weekend, so I thought perhaps you might have an engagement with a friend. No, nothing in particular. Well, the boys did ask me out on a date, but I turned them down because I wanted to stay home and relax. In contrast to my exasperation, Kasuga smiled enthusiastically for some reason. But they invited you. You should go and have some fun with them for a change. Huh? What? Why is he siding with them? I glared at Kasuga with indignation. He choked on his words for a moment and then looked at me awkwardly. I apologize, miss. The truth is, I have a personal matter to attend to. A personal matter? I am sorry to spring this on you, but I would like to take half a day off tomorrow. A day off? You? I just blinked over and over while Kasuga continued speaking apologetically. It is merely a personal matter. It just happens to fall at an awkward time. What kind of personal matter? Oh, just this and that. Nothing demanding. I am sure it will not take long. I didn't want to pry any further, so I shut my mouth and kept quiet. All of that is to say, I'm going to ask the suitors to look out for you tomorrow. But should you need anything, please do not hesitate to call me. I will come running immediately. All right. I could only nod reluctantly while he gave me another remorseful smile. He's leaving her with the babysitters for the first time. The following day, Kasuga apparently went out while I was having lunch. Who does he think he is, sneaking out like that? And what's this urgent personal matter? What's so important that he can't even tell me about it? It's all right, Hibari. Kasuga will be back this evening. Come on now. You don't want to just wait around for him all day, do you? How about we go for a drive? That'll be a nice distraction. I'll be irritated wherever we go. Ah, I see. How about we work out or something? Working up a sweat always melts the stress away. I mean, he was a child laborer, so I don't know how aware he is of his rights. Good point about the child labor. He's never been paid. He's just doing this because, like, I don't know, I've got a roof over my head, and she's clearly unable to take care of herself, so... Sometimes working out is the stress. That's true. That's true. I'm not in the mood. Alright. What's the big deal? Y'all are acting weird. Morning, Taiga. Looks like you slept well as usual. Yeah, I just woke up. So, what's the deal then? The lady looks like she's in a pretty nasty mood. The thing is, Jeeves took a half-day off. Oh, really? Good for you, Kasuga. Okay, so... That's it. Really? Babe, don't tell me you're all that bent out of shape because of that. That ain't no reason to act like a spoiled brat. Doesn't Kasuga work, like, every day? He's got a right to a day off, you know. Or all the Tojos are just a bunch of heartless folks who piss and moan about someone taking time off. No! That's not what I'm mad about. I'm upset it came without warning. What? I mean, right? He shouldn't have sprung this on me yesterday. What about me? I need to mentally prepare. Mentally prepare? Jeez. Look, even Kasuga's gonna have some urgent business to handle from time to time. So what? You saying you can't handle him taking a day off?
それは
Oh. Well, I can handle it. See? Then everything's peachy keen.
でも違うの
No, it is not. And that's not the point. What's wrong then? Let's hear it.
それは
I just... You rely on Kasuga too much, babe. Every single day, you're like, Kasuga this and Kasuga that. If you don't give him a break once in a while, he's gonna get sick of you and never come back. What? Kasuga's going to get sick of me?
だからこんな急に
Is that why he suddenly took the day off? It just can't be. Whoa, babe, what's going on? Why are you looking like you're about to cry?
うるさい
Shut up! I'm not going to cry! You're such a jerk, Taiga! Ugh, Taiga, look what you did! I can't believe you made Hibari cry! Yeah, like, y'all are kind of harping on her about the whole, just like, oh, he didn't apply for his paid time off correctly, he didn't use the portal thing, whatever. But, like, you have to remember, this is also, like, her entire coping mechanism walking out the door. Like, this girl does not have friends. He is the person she's hands down the most dependent on in the world. She literally cannot function without him. So, like, I can see why this might stress her out a tiny bit. Her security blanket is missing. Somebody put her teddy in the wash, and now she's gonna be sitting next to the washer like, okay, but he's gonna come out fine, right? That was out of line, Taiga. You might need to make it up to her, you know. Make it up to her? What the hell for? I'm just telling it like it is. Kennedy having a little meltdown. Okay, Taiga. I'm going back to my room. Go ahead and think of a way to get yourself out of this one. I'll get out of your hair, too. I've got to head to the store and pick up groceries for dinner. Nayuta, be a good boy and come along now. Okie doke! And you, Taiga, you better make it up to Hibari, or else. Alrighty, see you later! Babe. What do you want? Damn, just quit it with the death stare. Look, I get it. I was in the wrong. I continued to scowl at him, and he frowned with desperation. Alright, I get it. I'll do whatever you want today. Anything you need, babe. I'm at your service. They're intentionally leaving Taiga in charge of Hibari.
すっきりした
Ah, I feel so much better. What should I buy next? Yo, hold up. What do you mean next? You can't still want to shop.
あらこんな
Oh, this is just the beginning. There's still plenty of time before it gets dark. Holy hell. Cut me some slack, will ya? Taiga hung his head hopelessly, tons of shopping bags gripped in both hands.
何よこれ
Aw, what's wrong? Are you tired? Can't you handle a little retail therapy? A little? You got any idea how much you've been dragging me around? How about thinking of me for a change? Second butler? Mr. Nanny Ass. You can shop after dark too. Yeah, valid point. And Kanikalor says, I feel his pain. Yeah, I think Kanikalor resonates real hard with Taiga. Like, a lot. Familiar situation, huh? You don't have to carry the bags, though. Oh, very well. Let's head to a cafe somewhere and take a break. Oh, my prayers have been answered. Taiga recovered ever so slowly and followed beside me as I started walking. Where should we go? What's around? Oh, I've been to that cafe over there before with Kasuga. Their tea and scones were delicious. Delicious. Sure, whatever. Just hurry and choose, will ya? Waiting on your partners as they slowly go through all the shops. Yeah, it's hell, especially when you don't bring a sketchbook, huh? While I was admiring all the cafes lining the street, Taiga looked over at me and forced a smile. By the way, babe, what do you usually do when Kasuga takes a day off? Huh? Like, Kasuga's taken personal days before, right? What did you do then? That's never happened before. What? Not even once. He's never taken time off before. You're pulling my leg, right? Taiga's face was frozen stiff. I found myself looking away. I mean, I've never said he can't take time off. I've even asked him to take a day off before. Then why doesn't he? Because he doesn't want to relinquish his duty. Not even for a day. He said I shouldn't worry because if he needed to do something for himself, he could do it while I was at school. Kennedy says Kanikalor should get better at people watching. To which he responds, teach me, senpai. And Lee says, that's why they make the spouse spot, where you can sit and stare at the blank wall. Yeah, this is like men achieving nirvana, sitting in meditation in malls, just like... And after the shopping, the laundry. Right? Malls are definitely better for that. Shopping parking lots are the worst. Yeah, strip malls definitely make this less fun, huh? Gotta learn to develop narratives of people's lives from what they're buying and wearing and hairline. He said it was actually more stressful for him to take a day off because he'd worry something would happen to me when he's not around. That sounds like him. So he promised me he'd tell me whenever he really needed a day off, and this is the first time. After taking in what I said, Taiga scratched the back of his neck and nodded. Gotcha. That seems like something he would say, but... Right? So... But as an outside party, that sounds pretty it sounds kinda abnormal to me. Abnormal? Yeah. It's true, Kasuga doesn't have a hard time taking care of you, babe. And I understand why you trust him. But it ain't like he can keep doing this forever, you know? Ain't it about time you both rethink things? Oh, what do you mean? Well, there's a lot of stuff, you know? Like, for example, he's at an age where he probably likes a girl or two. Kasuga! And girls? It's just an example. Could he have taken today off to see a girl? Wait, babe, listen. I can't believe it. I never knew. Cool your jets, will ya? I was speaking hypothetically. But... for crying out loud. I still felt shaken up as Taiga tugged at my wrist. Listen, you just gotta calm down, alright? Let's go get you a cup of tea and a breather. Huh? Oh, okay. Taiga guided me to one of the cafes on the block, and my eyes snapped to a section in the outdoor seating area. Hey, this place looks like it's got good food, and we can have some tea. Looks nice, right? Hey, babe. Babe, come on, what's with you? What are you spacing out for? Oh. Whoa. Ain't that Kasuga? I just stared at Kasuga, unable to say anything. I had never seen him in casual clothes before. He never crossed his legs in front of me because he didn't want me picking up improper habits. But here he was, doing just that, like it was completely natural. It looks like a less stick-in-the-butt Frenchie. Oh no, he's hot! Even just seeing Kasuga sitting in a chair and drinking tea was enough of a shock. He was my butler, so he didn't relax and drink tea with me. He only sat beside me quietly. Who's he on the phone with? Yeah, question of the hour. That's why seeing him like this was so surprising. And what's more, I've never seen him look so happy. Kasuga was cheerfully holding his phone up to his ear. His expression was softer, more joyful, and more blissful than I'd ever known him to be. What else could I say? Everything about him was a total shock. Yeah, sure. Even Kasuga would do stuff like this. Hey, check out that guy over there. Wow, he looks like a model. Think he's single? Should we get his attention? The girls' shrill voices startled me. Aw, damn, get it, Kasuga. I stomped on Taiga's foot out of reflex. Ouch! What the hell? Kasuga noticed Taiga's yelp and looked our way. Did he see me? Oh, he's looking over here. Babe, check. Taiga tried to wave to him, but I yanked him back and hastily turned away from Kasuga. What? Yo, babe, where are we going? Just come on. Taiga shot me a look of contempt as I had suddenly stamped on his foot and forcibly pulled him along. Jeez. There wasn't any reason to run away, you know? Why didn't you say hi to him? Because it's his day off. If I interrupted him, he wouldn't be able to enjoy what he'd planned. I mumbled and sighed a bit, and Taiga gave me an awkward smile. Come on, this is Kasuga we're talking about. He ain't gonna treat you like a burden. Despite that, the image of Kasuga just now flashed through my mind. Are we playing Stalk the Butler? Definitely gonna stalk the butler. Yes! Chat's getting excited. He looked so happy. Maybe Kasuga's been denying himself all this time. Huh? Maybe there are a bunch of places he wants to go and things he wants to do. But I've been insisting he stay with me, so maybe that's why he said he didn't need time off. Am I taking advantage of his kindness and taking him for granted? I bit my lip, feeling completely disheartened and miserable. I could tell Taiga was looking at me, and I could hear him sigh quietly. I ain't Kasuga, so I can't speak for him. But, well, I suppose it's a fact that you two are way too close for a master and a butler. We've talked about that before, though. You know, just think about it for a sec. Let's say you get married. Your husband would have a pretty rough time. The dude his wife relies on most and wants with her is her butler. Your husband would be like, why am I even here? Would you feel that way? Huh? Taiga looked away for a moment, then nodded clumsily, as if to say, sorta. Yeah, I guess that's true. I knew Taiga was right. Like, you know, Taiga is making a very valid point here, but also, it's kind of implicitly what Kasuga also wants. Just like, yes, you're the stud, we understand. Go wait in the bedroom until you're needed. We have business to attend to. Kasuga was simply my butler. That was always going to be true, no matter how close we were. No matter that I felt more comfortable with him than anyone else. His job was to be with me. I definitely don't have the right to monopolize his personal time, too. The more I thought about it, the less I spoke. Taiga and I made our way back home without saying much more to each other. Huh, we did not play Stalk the Butler, look at that. We have your frozen sperm, just go somewhere and don't touch anything. After getting back, I didn't feel like eating, so I declined dinner and stayed in my room by myself. I'm sorry to spring this on you, but would you like to take a half day off? I would like to take a half day off tomorrow. Ain't it about time you both rethink things? The more I thought back on it, the more I realized I'd been taking him for granted. That really stung. Why hadn't I thought more about Kasuga's feelings? For that matter, had I ever tried to think about his feelings even once? Even though we're so close. I buried my face in my lap. Then... the screenshot. Yeah, like... It's only there for a moment. I want to actually be able to look at the details. We need art references, right? I'll send it to you later. Miss Hibari? Pardon the interruption. He's in his butler attire. I imagined how he must have felt when he came home and had to change out of his casual clothes, and I felt even worse. I apologize I couldn't be with you today on account of my personal business. You don't have anything to apologize for. It's normal to take a day off work. So, were you able to take care of everything? Yes, thanks in no small part to you. It all went as planned. That aside, we saw each other at the cafe this afternoon, did we not? May I ask why you didn't say hello to me? Well, because I can't just interrupt you in the middle of your time off, you know? I had trouble getting the words out, and Kasuga looked at me with a gentle yet concerned smile. How could I possibly think of you as an interruption? You are always welcome to interact with me as you always do. But your time off is your time off. It's a day to rest your mind and body. Yes, but... Kasuga tried to continue, but I shook my head to interrupt him. Kasuga, from now on, I want you to take a proper number of days off in a month. Like the normal 2 days per week. What? Where is this coming from all of a sudden? I want you to place more importance on your own time from now on. I think now's a good time to do that. What do you mean by a good time? I won't be a child forever, you know. I'm going to outgrow you. Pardon? I recoiled from the anger in his voice. I had clearly offended him. Like to think he literally just sat at the place talking on the phone the whole time. Yeah, like he's probably just on a phone call with his family because, you know, a younger sibling missed him or something. But I knew if I backed down now, nothing would change. So I stared back at Kasuga with determination. Okay, outgrow might have been a little strong, but I do want to be more independent. Did Mr. Isurugi say something to you, perchance? I shook my head. Then what about the other suitors? Perhaps Mr. Mayuzumi? No. Well, what about Miss Kano? That's not what happened. This isn't something someone said to me. I thought of it on my own. I had a lot to consider after seeing you today. So please, do this for me. I looked at Kasuga earnestly, pleading with him, and he sighed in exasperation. I mean, technically, Taiga did say something. Like, that is a big instigating factor here. Kind of annoyed that she's lying to him about it. Yeah, well, Taiga's dead. You need not worry so much. I assure you, I have enough time for myself. But... I only had to take a half day today because I had to do something I couldn't rearrange. Normally, I never require taking time off. Tell me you are joking about the 2 days per week. I wouldn't be able to do that because I worry about you. If you are concerned about me, then please, stop worrying to such a ridiculous extent. What? Obviously, Kasuga's pointed words and sharp stare offended me. A ridiculous extent? How can you say that? I'm only trying to consider what's right for you. I've been thinking it over frantically. You looked so relaxed when you were having tea at the cafe earlier today. It was the first time I'd seen you like that. I felt so bad because I've been monopolizing too much of your time. From now on, you must prioritize your own time, Kasuga. If you don't, then what's going to happen when you get a girlfriend in the future? A girlfriend? Kasuga's grim voice was colder than ice, sending a chill down my spine. This was awful. I'd seen this expression before. That's the face he made when I was in middle school when I ignored him after that girl said she liked him. I was at a loss for words, and my face turned pale. Kasuga smiled at me. I think I know what ideas they're filling your head with. Miss, you truly are helpless without me. What? Miss Hibari, the suitors view me as a thorn in their sides. They do not want anyone around who impedes their progress. Because of that, they are trying to keep you away from me by feeding you ridiculous ideas. How could you fall for such a simple trick? But it didn't seem like Taiga and the others had anything insidious in mind. Brooke, she's saving him. He'd be murdered. Valid point. She knows she's Murder Butler and she's slightly worried about Taiga. Both of you making solid points with this. And then there's trying to what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Compromise. There we go. I was gonna say compensate. I'm like, nope, not that one. Compromise 1 day a week. Dude also has attachment issues. She suggested girlfriend. Lee points out, or a boyfriend. Cossack hurls a tray of tea across the room in rage. Don't worry, dude, they impede their own progress. Not a single normal dude in this game. Yeah, kind of waiting for whatever the fuck it is with Kazu at this point. But yeah, I think Murder Butler is about to go and do a murder. However, Kasuga continued on, and I clammed right up, though I had tried to argue back. Hasn't everyone been this way with you thus far? As you are the heir to the Tojo family, the only people who have tried to get close to you have had ulterior motives. Surely you have not forgotten who has been protecting you from such people, right? I lowered my head, and Kasuga's smile broadened as he spoke in a gentle voice. Do you remember, miss? Do you remember what I said to you when you were young? A butler is like a right-hand man. And the more capable a butler is, the more they know about their master's strengths, weaknesses, likes, dislikes, everything. And because they know everything, they can sense their master's true wishes and carry them out as swiftly as possible. So you see, a butler is effectively the most steadfast and reliable ally a lady may have. He's trying to make her stop trusting them. Right as she does start trusting them, he's going to be keeping a closer eye on her. Yeah, for sure. See, ever since you came to the estate, I have been your one and only ally. Of course, that will never, ever change. Or do you truly no longer need me? How can you say that? Well, have you not found someone to take my place and handle all the things I've ever done for you? No, that's not true. No one can replace you, Kasuga. There will never be a time when I no longer need you. I shook my shoulders to try and compose myself, and took a breath. Kasuga's smile finally went back to normal. If you understand that, then please do not have strange reservations about keeping me with you. Believing what I say without being misled by anyone is sufficient enough for me. Everyone's fucking nutter butter. Yeah. Like, there's There's such a vibe here. It's fascinating. Like, I can't decide if he's truly being, like, toxic about it, or if the two of them are just weirdly codependent. This is a bigger red flag than Shion not liking cats. Oof. A spark of anger still smoldered in the depths of his eyes. The mere fact that I asked him to take a day off, which he should have done, enraged him. I had never questioned his ways before, but for some reason, it made me feel uncomfortable now. Miss Hibari, do you understand me? Kasuga, are you sure you're really okay with this? What do you mean, miss? You've been with me so long, I'm not going to start doubting that you're my ally now, even if we're apart for a little bit. Like that summer vacation when you lied to me and we were apart for an entire month. But that was... I know, grandfather's orders. But there might come a time in the future when you and I will have to be apart for some reason. So we should get used to that idea little by little while we can. Miss Hibari, that is not what I was talking about just now. Huh? What is hardest for me to bear is the thought that you would ever attempt to let me go. If it is somehow inevitable, I will accept it. But for you to try to push me away, even if you do so out of concern for me, that would be tantamount to denying the very reason for my existence as your personal butler. Please, miss, might I ask you to rethink? This is sliding from codependent into toxic. They're definitely weirdly codependent. He was a child. He's just not developed at all. It was always the enemies we made along the way. Yeah. Like, I don't know. There's a part of me that finds this weirdly charming, but, like, obviously toxic. I don't know. I've got... Okay, so part of the reason I'm enjoying this is, like, I've got this thing that I've been writing, and this kind of is, like, a little bit of the dynamic, but, like, in the thing I'm writing, it's very clearly, like, no, you two should have been... Oh, something went wrong here a long time ago, but your whole lives were kind of fucked up, so it was never going to get better. And now it's just had this added complication thrown in. I'm enjoying this because it's giving me ideas, basically. I've just, like, it's got me thinking about things I want to write, so maybe I'll go write things. He could have just said, okay, I'll take the weekends off. But, like, he couldn't, though, because that's the day where she's at home and she's most likely to need him actively around her. I fucking hate this game, dude. It's reminding you of an ex, huh? You gotta tell me about your exes. I've missed out on so much of your love life, because it's been, like, happening over there. Gotta tell me your chaotic stories. I need to hear this. Now that he had said all of that, there was nothing left for me to say. Kasuga thought very highly of himself, especially when it came to being my butler. He always took everything seriously, no matter how big or small. I understand. I won't bring up anything about you taking time off, just as it's always been. I nodded reluctantly, and he smiled in satisfaction. Very well. Now, let me bring you a light snack. You must be hungry after skipping dinner. We've gone from everyone is so relatable to everyone is fucking insane. I really don't like it. Yeah, it kind of makes you self-reflect a little, huh? It's like, no, this is super relatable. And like, wait. I was relating to this character earlier. What does this mean about me as a person? Having said that, he left my room. Kasuga outmaneuvered me in the end. However, it was obvious that I would become a burden to him again if I took what he said for granted. I have to do everything I can to be as independent as possible. Just as long as I don't make Kasuga mad. I could go without seeing that spine-chilling smile of his for the rest of my life. Hating on the lamp again. Besides, whether it's normal or not, this is just how it is with us. So, I'm fine with it. My mumbled words rang a little hollow. Kasuga was my first ally when I was all alone. However, what am I to Kasuga? I had no answer. The question just spun around in my mind. Sorry to keep you waiting. I brought you a light meal that Mr. Mitsumori prepared. Please enjoy. I will refill your tea. Kasuga smiled, neatly concealing the anger he displayed only moments earlier. Thank you, Kasuga. I put a pin in my question for now, and smiled back at him like always. A Kasuga I don't know. Clear. Shut up, Brooke. I am not reflecting on shit because of this game. I mean, you can always save it for therapy, I suppose. Alright, do we want to get started on Nayuta, or do we want to check out Arimura's dream? Feel like if we do Arimura, it's gonna start getting real late. And I guess we could still do the first couple installments of Nayuta anyway, but... It's cheaper to yell at a video game than a therapist. True. True and accurate statement. Yippee, American healthcare. Yeah, it's thrilling out here. Come on, gang. What opinions do we have? Do we want to just start in on Nayuta, or do we want to clear up Arimura's? Got one vote to start in on Nayuta. Alright. 2 for Nayuta. An all-around athlete and a picture of health. Gets emotionally attached like a puppy. Well-meaning, but has a knack for messing up whatever he's trying to help. Nayuta Yagami. Also known as the walking debt generator. His naivety makes things worse and causes problems on a daily basis. All he wants to do is be helpful to me, but that's why he struggles so much. What's more, it feels like he's gotten even more intense lately. Or maybe that's just my imagination. After adjusting my uniform and checking my bag, I left my room to go downstairs. Plenty of time to spare, as always. Feels good to know my well-honed habits work. But, recently, I've developed a morning routine that's not going so well. Good morning, Hibari. I leapt back, startled, as Nayuta appeared suddenly at the bottom of the stairs. Here we go. The new morning routine. At the bottom of the stairs, in the corner of the hallway, in another room, it feels like Nayuta is always somewhere, waiting for me to come downstairs. Come on, let's go and have a seat at the table. I'll get your bag. Oh, and be careful, you've got one more step on the stairs. Your breakfast looks super good today. There's potato salad, a smoothie thingy, and that bread wheel. What do you want to drink? Coffee? Tea? What about milk? It's my favorite. Nayuta's eyes glittered with excitement, but I felt exhausted yet again. Here you are, safe and sound, Hibari. Shion and Taiga came into the room, no doubt drawn by Nayuta's thunderous voice. Morning, Hibari. I see you've had the pleasure of Nayuta's warm welcome again. Pretty rough, ain't it, babe? I took my seat without a word. As if anticipating my actions, Ichiya came out of the kitchen wearing his apron and bearing a plate of food. Good morning, Hibari. Here's a smoothie bowl, potato salad, and a freshly baked bagel, all for you. Hibari, do you want a fork or a spoon for your potato salad? Oh, and do you want anything to spread on your bread wheel? Hey, Nayuta, I'm talking with her, right? This jam was really good when I had some earlier. You should totally try it. Here, let me. No, that's fine. I'd rather do it myself. Let's flavor this bread wheel up. Bread wheel. And just the apron again. Everyone in here is actually having to hesitate over the idea of potato salad for breakfast. It might not be a weird translation. It might just be a European thing. I don't know. It's like, when we were in Austria, there was this cold potato salad that they would serve. So, like, I can definitely see making potato salad ahead of time and chilling it and then having it for breakfast. And it was honestly a very light and refreshing flavor. I have no idea what was in it. It was so yummy, though. I wonder if I could make that. That might be worth trying. I have no idea what to call it. So, like, I'm sure there's a specific recipe. It's Austria, one of the homes of potato salad. There's also this this specific green that was on it. I have no idea what it was. It was really tasty, though. I had a really great time eating while we were in Austria. M-O-I'd? He piled a thick, sticky layer of jam on top of my bagel. So much for watching my sugar intake. There we go. Just the right amount of jam. Okay, now open wide. I can do it myself. Huh? Nayuta just blinked as I gave him a hard look. Mold. Oh, okay. That was the green stuff. No, no, it was like, it was little leafy things. It was not mold. I can tell what mold is. I can take care of myself just fine, so leave me be. Wait, but... So... What do I do now? That's what I'd like to know. How was I even supposed to answer that? Taiga sighed loudly. You haven't been to Austria, but would agree the German food was very good. Yeah, I think there's enough similarities, there's probably quite a bit of crossover. Nayuta, go buy us some candy, would ya? Candy? Yeah, the cheap kind. That's what you should do. Go buy some. Now. Those were the magic words. Nayuta's eyes lit up as soon as he heard the command. Say no more, Taiga. But in return, you'd better eat your breakfast. Just go, would ya? I'm off. Phew. A wave of exhaustion crashed over me. Shion smiled, completely unfazed. Nayuta's been in high spirits lately, wouldn't you say? He's been an absolute monster. He got way too much time on his hands, so all his energy is just ready to explode. She should invest in a muzzle. See, what they need is to, like... I guess he has his own room, but, like... It's like... Nayuta, kennel up. And watch me like, yes, okay! And go straight to his room and sit down in his room and just be like, yes. I have done the thing. Erdapfel salad? I'm pretty sure that just translates to earth apple salads, like... Potato salad, very straightforward. Hamster wheel would help. The boy needs a hamster. I mean, I guess you could just get him a treadmill, right? I think you could say it's exploded. Did something happen? My voice wavered with apprehension, and Ichiya gave me a sad smile. I asked him to peel some potatoes. He ended up peeling the whole box. I see. Today we're having potato salad. Yesterday it was hash browns, and the day before, potato galette. This is why we're having potato salad for breakfast. Interesting. It's nice that that was actually plot relevant. Everyone was absolutely correct in going like, why potato salad for breakfast? Well, this is why potato salad for breakfast, huh? Kanikalor, you should find a recipe for the earth apple salad that looks right, and let's see if we can make that. I think him exercising just makes it worse. Kennedy literally just googled Austrian potato salad and it sounded like it. Yeah, like, it's not like it was a complicated looking dish or anything. So, you know, it's not like I think this is something super special, but, like, the specific type of preparation is not going to be the same kind of potato salad if you look for it in, like, in Georgia, for example. Like, potato salad has a very different meaning in Georgia or Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or California. Like, there's gonna be a different way of approaching that just within the US. So, I'm pretty sure trying to just Google potato salad is not going to get us very far. And he cut off way too much potato. The skins were gigantic. He ambushed me in the garage the other day with a rag, some cleaner, and a bucket. A rag? I got caught in the rain riding my bike, and when I got back, the dude was just waiting there. His tenacity's killing me. Wait, you let Nayuta touch your motorcycle? A few nicks don't bother me. Uh-oh. That's Taiga's annoyed voice. Things might be more serious than I thought. Shion, what about you? Yes, well... Now that you mention it... A question that actually bothers Shion? Never thought I'd see the day. A potato salad that Lee's grandmother used to make was very close to the one that she had in Nuremberg. That's interesting. Which was different from the one she had in Berlin. Kennedy, do you need a pat on the head? Should I call you a good puppy? Wars change food, apparently. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it depends on what you can get on, one side of a border versus another. Will affect, supply lines. There's the word. I asked him to buy me something, but he got the wrong thing. I hope someday Shion understands what it really means to be inconvenienced. That's because he's got all his pent-up energy. No, thanks to you, babe. Excuse me, pent-up energy? I cringed at the thought, and Taiga snickered like he'd cracked a great joke. I'm talking about his unfulfilled desire to assist you, girl. And there you are, shutting him down every time. So his energy's just about, has exploded. This is my fault? I guess I did tell him I could take care of myself. That's where I went wrong. No one's ever told me something like that before. I didn't know what to say, and then suddenly... The candy store wasn't open! It was all locked up. I banged on the door, but no one answered. I can't believe him. So, what should I do now? I've run out of things to do. I know, Hibari, I can take you to school. Go back to the candy store and wait, and don't move a muscle until it opens. Will do! Nayuta practically skipped away. There's something seriously wrong with that boy. I got dropped off at home like usual, but I noticed something was missing. Kasuga wasn't there. He's almost always here to meet me. I had a bad feeling about this. The instincts I'd developed because of the boy's antics kicked into high gear. Then let me ask you a question. How much interest do you have in Buddhism? Out of curiosity. Kasuga's voice echoed down the hallway. Quietly, I peered into the living room. Kasuga towered over Nayuta, who sat formally on his knees, back ramrod straight. One's just desserts, karma, you reap what you sow, comeuppance, a taste of one's own medicine. What do all these mean? A taste of one's own... I don't know. Nayuta blinked away tears and whimpered. There was a good chance I'd get mixed up in this if I stuck around. I tried to follow my intuition and close the door, but... Hibari! Stay put. What are you going to do with this Buddha statue? Nayuta attempted to run to me, but Kasuga forced him to stay. Buddha statue? They can't possibly be talking about. I had no choice but to enter the living room. Kasuga bowed his head to me as an apology. Forgive me for not coming to get you, miss. I was otherwise engaged. So I see. What's all this about a Buddha statue? Kasuga shook his head with disgust and slowly pointed toward the wall. When did we get that brown wallpaper? No, something's off. What I am showing you is a cardboard box. The one the statue was in. What? It nearly covered the whole wall, top to bottom, side to side. That must be one enormous Buddha statue. I intended to clean everything up before you returned, Miss Hibari. However, the cellar took longer than expected. But why is the statue even here? It's a gift to you from Mr. Yagami, Miss Hibari. What now? If I may speak plainly, this is not the first time Mr. Yagami has given you an outlandish present. He's gifted you vases for good fortune, beads for happiness, decorative stones for luck, and now the giant Buddha graces you. Sorry, I'm fidgeting because my foam wall is starting to come down. Got to do something about this arrangement, man. It's not working. Accidentally bumped it and the whole thing started to sag. Not sure that's going to do much good, but maybe it'll hold it steady just a little bit longer. Do I look cursed or something? I have lost count of how many times I've warned him. By the way, aren't all of the boys' living expenses supposed to be covered by my family? Does that mean everything? Like this? My face twitched at the thought of all that money, but Kasuga gave me a reassuring smile. Not to worry, Miss Hibari. A living expense or something useful for you will be reimbursed. Anything else is their own responsibility. For example, this 3.5 million yen purchase will be added to Mr. Yagami's personal debt. 3.5 million yen? But, see, it's the real giant Buddha statue! Nayuta's desperate cry only garnered a frosty smile from Kasuga. I have just confirmed with my sources that the seller of the statue was arrested for fraud. The statue is a fake. No way. But he told me the giant Buddha would bring great blessings if I bought it. It's a common scam. Oh no. I turned to Nayuta, whose eyes were rapidly filling with tears, and sighed. Option 1, he should worry about himself. Option 2, why is he like this? Kennedy supplies 21,000, so if we were wondering how many dollars that amount of yen was, there you go. 1 vote for he should worry about himself. That is almost enough for a new car. Yeah, right? Like, it's definitely enough for a very, very nice used car. Like, you could reasonably expect a recent model, and probably with some neat fixins. Oh, Canicular votes for option 2. It's enough to not spend on a Buddha statue. Yeah. So I think why is he like this might be putting up our barriers, but telling him that he should worry about himself is us worrying about him. Okay, we've got 2 votes for option 1, so option 1 wins. He should worry about himself. Oh no! Oh, that's the barrier one. Uh-oh. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself. Nayuta stared at the floor, looking like he'd rather melt into it. But I just wanted to help you, Miss Hibari. Again with this. I bit my tongue and took a deep breath. I do not rely on physical objects to make me happy. And something like this is more an inconvenience than anything else. Nayuta, I want you to worry more about your own debts than my happiness. I tilted my head, wondering if I'd been too harsh. No, this is for his own good. I feel like there's a context thing here. Just like, if someone's saying, why is he like this? Like, yeah, exactly. Like, the implicit tone of these questions, it's not just like, you know, I assumed that was like worrying about him, like, please take care of yourself, and not like, why is he like this? Jesus. I just hear Tsem Rinpoche talking about buying silver bowls and giant statues to show your devotion. Yeah. He can't add any more to his debts, and he can't keep bothering everyone around him. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? Nayuta gave me a small nod. I slowly exhaled and looked him directly in the eye. Listen, from now on, don't buy weird stuff impulsively. Get permission from Kasuga or myself first. Can you promise me you'll do that? Nayuta looked up at me through teary eyes and nodded emphatically. Alright, that's settled. I smiled with satisfaction, but Kasuga snickered. What's with that laugh? Don't you recall what I said a moment ago? No? I said I have lost count of how many times I have warned him. But that would mean... A fresh bout of anxiety surged through me. But he agreed so earnestly. Would he really break his promise? That's why... Thank you so much! Nayuta shot up and stood tall with a bright smile. I was shocked, but still wanted to believe in him so badly. Hey, Nayuta, you understood what we just talked about, right? Yeah, I feel so much better after that scolding. All she did was activate his kink. Where did all of his remorse go? Stunned, I looked over and saw Kasuga wearing the smuggest grin I'd ever seen. Watching all of you just like catching up on the chat and just like, Oh, Jesus. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yep. Hate this game. Kasuga, you son of a bitch. And then at the very end, LOL. Right. This boy likes being yelled at. All we did was feed the kink. A man's dinner. Damn. Oh, Taiga, what are you doing here? Hey there, Nayuta. I'm starving, so I came in to check out if we had anything to eat. Did you find anything good? I'm actually really hungry, too. No, not really. It's a bunch of ingredients, though, so... I guess I could make something? You will? You can make something for me? Don't think you're getting out of helping. There's rice and veg in the fridge, so we can make some fried rice with that. But all I know how to make is cup noodles. It's all good, bro. Just do as I say. Here, cut this lettuce into strips. Following commands is what I do best. Leave it to me! Hey, what sort of trouble are you two getting into? Hey, Ichiya! Ain't it obvious, bro? We're cooking. How variable Barricade broke me. This game is very much video essay worthy. Is that eating the steak straight off the grill? I hope they brought lots of spaghetti. Taiga just ends up making a girl dinner. He would. Bombs, lamp oil, they're yours, my friend. No tongs, bare hands. Jordan Peterson showed me. You two cooking? What could you possibly be making? Fried rice. Fried rice. Oh, fine. Just hold on. I'll help. First, take out the wok and... Nah, this pan will work just fine. Guess I'll fry up the meat first. Wait a sec. You can't use mayonnaise in your fried rice. You've got to use vegetable oil or lard or... Don't worry, bro. This makes it so it doesn't stick together. Yo, Nayuta, when you're done with the lettuce, get the rice out of the fridge and mix an egg in it. You got it! What? You're mixing the two together before you fry them? Bro, just chill and watch, okay? Alright, time to fry this meat. Nayuta, chuck in that lettuce. Yes! Ichiya just disgusted. Fried rice with lettuce? Mayo is basically a fat source. Yeah, I'm curious, because I'm guessing Taiga's probably done this before. Like, maybe he's just super confident. It is fun making fried rice. I've never done it on a wok, but... I don't know, it can be pretty tasty. I'm trying to remember how I did. It's been ages since the last time I tried. Here it comes! This sounds like drunk college student shit. Dudes just cook terrible food very confidently. Tucker Carlson voice. Fried rice used to mean something in this country. I'll add some soy sauce, salt, pepper. Why would you add salt with soy sauce? That seems excessive. What are you doing? You're not even measuring. Okay, well on this count, Ichiya can just be wrong, because I don't measure much of anything. That's not true. I measure certain things. But like, if you're seasoning, no, don't measure. You do that with your heart, okay? They accidentally bought the low-sodium soy sauce. You just gotta taste it and see. It smells so good. Let's try a bit. It's good. Awesome, I can't wait to eat it. It's awfully charred, isn't it? It don't matter if it tastes good, bro. Here, Naita, I made you a plate. Chow down. Yes! Thank you so much. Oh, wow, it's awesome. You've got to be kidding me. Everything about it was sloppy, not to mention how charred it is. Lee seasons until her ancestors cry, and then adds a dash more. Kennedy measures with his heart, and his heart is straining from sodium intake. Damn, dude. You want some cheese with that wine? Here, I'll serve you some too. No, thank you. I'll just try a bite. Pretty good, huh? I can't believe it. The crunchy texture of the lettuce, the mouthfeel of the rice with mayo, the addictive seasoning. This is revolutionary. See, bro? Cooking's not always about following some recipe. I'll have some more, Taiga. Ichiya is gonna fucking die. It seems like he's more just like... he's having a Salieri moment. Here he's tried so hard and learned so much, and this fucking punk shows up and just like, without putting in more than the least of efforts, has just completely owned cooking. Cooking without measuring is kind of fun, low-key. Problem is it's expensive if you fuck up massively. Yeah, like, I think there's a certain point where, like, if you learn enough about cooking, it's a lot easier to follow your heart and not make one of those misjudgments. Like, you figure out what the threshold is for appropriate amounts of seasoning. I think the order in which you cook things matters a lot. And, like, so making sure you nail that is always a big deal. And even with, like, over seasoning, sometimes you can save that just by, like, adding in more food. Like, if you put in too much seasoning, add more stuff that requires seasoning. You know, I think, like, I honestly can't remember the last time I used white pepper. I think I was in a set of spices I was gifted. I had white pepper, and I did use it. But once it was gone, I never replaced it. I usually just use the freshly cracked stuff. There's nothing more liberating than just opening the fridge and pantry and being like, I shall create a thing. It's true. It's true. Having the food sense to be able to just make shit up is very freeing. Potato Salad God says, Hibari, from my understanding, has just spent this game girl bossing life while being orbited by exclusively gay men. Riveting plot. Like, honestly, she's really more of a girl fail than a girl boss. Like, she does fine in school and everything, but she's kind of failured to person in a lot of ways. Oh, you made an egg drop soup that needed it and made the mistake of following the direction. You know, I think this I can relate to. Not that I've made egg drop soup, but that I've tasted egg drop soup where it's like, ooh, somebody put way too much pepper in this. She's barely 2 steps above a neat girl. Yeah, yeah. Like, she's socially functional, kind of, as long as she doesn't have to actually have a conversation with somebody. She puts on a good face, but emotional intimacy is not her strong suit. It did sound pretty interesting, but could it have been that good? I kind of want to try some now. right? Like, I too want to go and just like, what did they put in there? They've got vegetables, they've got lettuce in there. I don't think organic spring mix is gonna do it. I feel like I would actually need to slice up some cabbage. Like, the fact that they're talking about the crunch of the lettuce suggests to me that actually what they used was cabbage. And whoever translated this does not distinguish. Can I have just a small bite? Like, yeah, I want to try it. But, like, I also think I'm gonna, like, if I were to do something like this, I'd have to actually make, like, quantities. Cabbage makes way more sense than just lettuce. I think some people, if they don't know how food works, they're gonna be just like, yeah, it's got leaves, right? Like, it's just, you're eating leaves, and it comes in a head, so... I actually learned how to bake cookies from Still Life because one of the puzzles is just baking cookies, but all the instructions are in code word, half cup of live, 1 quart of tartness. Oh, that would be baffling. It's a big difference between cabbage, lettuce, and arugula. Yes, very much so. So a neat girl boss. Yeah, it's somehow managing to be both neat and girl boss. She's not even a girl boss, she's girl bossed around. You know, valid. Familiar flavors. Every time I catch a typo, I'm gonna call it out. It's right there in a title, guys. Come on. Poor intern. Gotta give that intern more coffee or something. Oh man, what do I do? I'm so hungry I can't sleep. Time to check the fridge. This stuff's for tomorrow's breakfast. I already had some cup noodles. Oh, I'm so hungry. I thought I heard a strange voice. Was it you? Kasuga! Oh, I'm sorry. I was so hungry I couldn't sleep. Good grief. Alright then, let's see what's in the refrigerator. But he told me I couldn't eat anything in there. Yes, but there is leftover rice. I can at least make you some grilled onigiri with this. Grilled onigiri? Yes! I love those! Please keep your voice down. I'll need a few moments to prepare it. Okay, thank you so much! The intern just got off an 8-hour school day. Have another cup noodles. You're not really hungry if you can't eat the same thing twice. Like, okay, technically valid. However, also saying this as the girl that just finished a cup of noodles. Like, I can definitely see needing diversity in one's meals. And sometimes eating the same thing twice in a row really throws your gut balance off kilter. Soy sauce, bonito flakes, miso paste. It looks like we have all of the seasonings I need. That sounds good. Sumiko personally taught me this recipe. Wow, now I really can't wait. You're so talented, Kasuga. You're not just a master butler, but also a master chef. Well, I wouldn't go that far. He's a dog, he should be getting a regular diet. Is this game using AI art, or am I fucking crazy? Why are there 2 faucets? Like, the 2 faucets... I don't know, I think it's meant to be some kind of, like, professional fancy kitchen sort of thing. But yeah, like, we have been picking apart the art in here, and I think it's, like, it's not... Is it CAD? Is that the name of that program where you use it to generate, like, homes and interiors and shit. There's some art program where, like, you've just got, like, assets, and it allows you to generate stuff to give you a realistic impression of what the space looks like. But they've made some very peculiar choices in what they put in here and how they arrange it, and some of it is just, like, I think they were like, you know, everyone's just gonna be looking at the boys the whole time. No one is going to give a shit about the backgrounds. Meanwhile, we're here absolutely picking apart the backgrounds. I do think this is very low budget. I think even the source material, this is probably a bit low budget. Like, they didn't even bother to dub this. We are getting this purely in Japanese. So it was just like, all they did bringing it here was translate text. And sometimes they even botched that. Yeah. No one was spell checking. But yeah, you know, like, you can look at the background scenery and you can recognize, like, it's not AI, because I'm pretty sure this came out before that was even particularly a thing. Also, their shadows are often so weird, so skillfully rendered, but somehow randomly sloppy. Like, I think there was some effort put into the story just to make it as absurd as possible. But yeah, it's an otome game, and so the priorities are not on scenery. It's basically a visual novel, and everything else is just like, you know, just be glad we didn't blur this out and give you, like, the vague impression of a kitchen to cover our sins. It's just, I used to make this for Hibari pretty often, a long time ago. For Hibari? Yes. As a child, Hibari was even more sensitive than she is now. She would often get depressive episodes and lose her appetite. I couldn't bear to see her like that, so I learned how to make these grilled onigiri from Sumiko. I was so happy to see her eat, even though she was depressed. I see. So this is a really meaningful food for you and Hibari, right? Yes, I suppose you're right. Here we are. Your midnight snack is served. You may wait in the dining room while I prepare a cup of tea. Woohoo! Oh, these look great, thanks! Mmm, so fragrant and warming. It's got a really delicate flavor. These are super good. No wonder they helped Hibari feel better. Yes, Hibari would always smile when she ate them. Much like you are now. Nom 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 munch. Nom nom nom. Be careful, you'll choke if you eat that fast. Just a moment, I'll fix you some tea now. Don't woof it down. Terrible. Midnight snack. Meanwhile, the kitchen has every light on. Yeah, I like it. Granted, like, everyone's, all the guys' rooms are on the second floor, and Hibari's room is on the third floor. So, no one's really noticing that the kitchen lights are on. But yeah, who turns on all the lights to go to the kitchen at night? Nice of Kasuga to talk about my childhood without my permission. But Kasuga looked out for me back then. He made those onigiri even though he was just a kid too. They were kind of misshapen, but they tasted lovely. As I waded through my fond memories, a curious thought suddenly popped into my head. Why was Kasuga being so nice to Nayuta? Lee just went to the kitchen to get water and turned no lights on. Yeah, if it weren't for the fact that we've got stairs, I would use lights significantly less often. And even then, like, it's more a matter of, like, I have to have a light on downstairs if I'm going to be up at night, because otherwise it's a dangerous game going down those stairs. A lady's elegant snack. Okay, now, time to make Hibari a sweet treat filled with love. Huh? Kasuga, what are you doing in the kitchen? Well, well, well. If it isn't Mr. Mitsumori. I was going to prepare dessert for Miss Hibari. For Hibari? But that's my job. Yes, most of the time. However, right now, Miss Hibari has an unusually urgent craving for something specific. And she asked you to make it? Not me? It's something I used to make when we were young. She probably thought it would be quicker to ask me. She even said please. It was very sweet. Oh, he's just being petty now. We still haven't even cleared Nayuta's board. I started doing this because it's, like, getting later. I think we're going to finish this one, and this is going to be our last one for tonight, because, like, Lee has to get to bed. My voice is starting to get worn out. We were young. Keyword, child slave. Yeah. Sweet. Please. I'm supposed to be the one who makes her great desserts that lift her spirits. But now he has the secret weapon. No. That's what a quitter thinks. And I'm no quitter. I can't give up before I've even started. I'm going to make an even better dessert than yours. Please, be my guest. However, nostalgia is a powerful flavor. Best not to forget that. I know. That's why I'm going to make the most memorable dessert? Nayuta, the adults are talking right now. You said dessert, right? Where? Can I have some, please? There's no dessert yet. Kasuga and I are engaged in a good old-fashioned bake-off for Hibari's... Okay, I'll stay then. I can watch and cheer for the winner. No, I said... It is no use, Mr. Mitsumori. Mr. Yagami, please do not do anything foolish, alright? Gotcha! Well then, shall we begin? If Naito was a minute later, he would have walked in on them fricking on the floor. Yeah, in like a hate sex kind of way, huh? Ichiya, are you crushing up a chocolate bar? That's right. I'm going to heat this in the microwave until it's nice and melted, then I'll mix it until it's smooth. I wonder if it's not creamy enough. No, wait. I'll have to be careful not to make it too rich. Oh boy, I wish I could have some. Yep, that sure would be nice. Alright, I can take a hint. But you have to give me some useful feedback. Yay! How is it? It's so good! The sweetness is just right. Oh, well, great. I'll get back to it then. You can do it, Ichiya. We were engaged, could have stopped right there. Coconut oil or butter? Yeah, baking is beyond my ken. I am not great with that one. Kasuga, what you doing with that pot? I'm making sweet bean paste. I'll need to adjust the heat to... Mr. Yagami, are you aware that your mouth is absolutely covered in chocolate? Hmm? Ichiya, yet let me try some of his dessert. Can I try some of yours too, Kasuga? You may have a bit of bean paste. It's the delicate texture that elevates it, you know. Awesome! I love sweet bean paste. Mm. And how do you find it? It's a little different from what the grannies in the park make for me. I think it's missing a hint of saltiness. Saltiness? There's a tiny bit of soy sauce in the ones the grannies make. That's why they taste sweet and salty. They're real good. I see. That was actually quite helpful, Mr. Yagami. Ah, the sticky rice just finished cooking. These will turn out beautifully. Oh, I'm so glad I could help. Nom nom. I definitely thought you two were still talking about doing the bareback shuffle. Phew, that was more work than I anticipated. I will not be defeated. So, by the way, Kasuga, what did you say Hibari wants? Or... No need to be so sheepish. I can teach you how to make it. It's Koshian Ohagi. I see. Well, I guess that could be good if you're into sweet rice and red bean. But my desserts are works of art. Behold, death by chocolate cupcakes. The cupcakes on their own are somewhat simple. However, the chocolate glaze contains a variety of fruits. Oh, really? How quaint. Ugh. Go on then, fiend. Laugh it up now while you can. I beg your pardon, sir. I must finish adding the red bean. Miss Hibari will be home presently. Oh, you're right. I better add the finishing touches and check the chocolate once more. Oh boy, I'm stuffed. Thanks so much for all that food, you two. What? What are you talking about, all that food? My red bean paste. It's all gone? And the chocolate glaze, too? Nayuta! What? You told me I could have some, remember? Eating everything is not some! Mr. Yagami, I told you not to do anything foolish, did I not? Oh, I've made a mistake. And now he's getting yelled at. Yup. They were goners once they let Nayuta into the kitchen. But still, I really wanted that red bean. Perfect fucking night for him, the little freak. Have not saved in ages. Puppy Dog Waltz cleared. What a title. Alright, and it is 11:01, so I feel like we kind of nailed the timing on that. Did not get nearly as far into Nayuta's game board as I thought we would tonight, but that's fine. Gives us something to do Tuesday, right? They're so busy being traumatized by Kasuga. Yeah, that was an unexpected twist. Alright, well, I think I Yeah, we still haven't discovered who Kazu is. I feel like they're gonna draw that one out for a minute. I do think it would be kind of hilarious if he and Kasuga were the same person, but the voices don't sound similar enough, so... Yakuza. I'm gonna go and make myself a tea to soothe my throat, because I have gone and talked a whole bunch. And I hope y'all have a good night. Get the sleep you need. I wonder if it's a friend of the cook whose name just slipped your mind. Sumiko? Or Ichiya? Ichiya, okay. I think it might be an entirely different voice, so it might be someone just thoroughly unrelated. Anyway, yeah. Calling it here. And I will chat with y'all elsewhere. Oh yeah, the conspiracy theories are part of the fun. Good night, everybody. You who are going to bed, sleep well. You who are off to get into some silly nonsense, enjoy yourselves.